source. No, no, just wait and see. You'll feel it naturally. There's no one else I see. I know you'll follow me. I don't know how to take this. I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment. We're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder. We're never getting older. Baby, it's you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. Oh, you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky.
Sometimes you feel weak. The fear you carry inside wakes you up. The overplaying pattern of memory hides your true face. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You'll try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunder. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Follow the light if you're not sure. Listen to your gut. The right path will come when the time is right. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You will try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunder. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
Listen up, says my teacher. In front of the class, he says if you're not a believer, views, that's on you. Better shape up and pay your dues. Of my views, that's on you. I'll be on a flight soon to the end. I sing you. Gotta know all this propaganda. How do you do? Better get away my own medicine for you. I'm never gonna make a piece of amber. Give me a breath, like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be on the fleeting till the end, I'm singing. Ooh. I'm drowning all over this propaganda. How do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand back, John, now let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand back, John, now let loose. Don't mind if I do. Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name or face. My fault, I didn't notice it was out of place. You painted fairy tales on the wall.
While many teams with grand ambitions are preparing to make their major dreams come true in Manchester, we're instead going to take a focus on something smaller, with a lot less grandeur and significantly less skill involved, and a hell of a lot more tomfoolery. That, of course, being who's going to be taking home the title of Showdown Series II champion. Welcome back to Showdown Series II, everyone. You know me, and hopefully I know you, possibly. I don't know why you'd be watching if you're not part of it. But anyway, we are back for Showdown Series II. If you watch from outside, reason for rescheduling the tournament. First night we did it, technical issues galore. We decided to just, because we were re-hosting every other round, we decided, right, we're not going to do this anymore. Come back, come do it another night. So that ended up deciding being the end plan there. Then eventually we decided, and then we tried to schedule it for another night, and we ended up just having more technical difficulties. So third time's the charm, obviously, for this tournament. We've had more attempts of this second tournament, even though it's only supposed to take one day, than we have. Oh, have a quick rundown of what happened during that first game. Started off with a fairly even affair between All Aim No Brain and the ChatGPT champs. It's fairly even affair, rounds being back and forth, and we actually had a 3-3, entirely even first half. But strong fragging of All Aim No Brain. It sort of gave them the edge in their second half, and they closed out the game 7-5. Just barely prevented overtime, but more importantly, for them at least, denying Eric and Corey of ChatGPT champs getting any points from the game. Of course, you win in regulation, you get 3 points. You lose in regulation, none. So, Eric and Corey, they got nothing because it didn't go to overtime. So as the point table stands at the minute, Sam and Oliver have 3 points apiece, while Corey and Eric sit on 0. But we've got 2 more games and 2 more opportunities to pick up some points before we get to the 1v1 tiebreakers. Now, of course, there's been a little bit of a break since the last tournament, you know, and not all of our players have had time to warm into it. And we know our players anyway here, they're not lovers of warming up, to be fair, which is fine. That's how they prefer to play the game. So the first one we've got this afternoon could be an absolute barn burner. And I think if our players can't get into it quickly, if some players are struggling to sort of get warmed up really quickly within that first half, their tournament hopes could be ended within the first match. Because if you look at Corey and Eric, if they want to have a chance at reaching for first place, because odds are we'll have some tiebreakers to settle later, But if they want to be in those tiebreakers for the first place, they're going to have to pick up the slack very, very early on. But, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. You know, Perks have been able to split this over. So I've been able to have a bit of extended chat with everyone over the first match. And there's some kind of things I wanted to talk about, you know, for the pre-show. Give players some hints, give our guys some information and such. So I'm going to start off. One thing pretty much everyone mentioned, which, to be fair, really surprised me. I was not expecting it, is they mentioned the pressure. The pressure of playing on the Pro League rule set. Because there's fewer games this format, we decided to extend the rule set. For those that don't know, we extended it to, instead of finishing at 5 and playing on the more casual focused rule set, we're now playing on the Pro League rule set, which, despite really only extending the games, it seemed to really artificially bring up the stakes quite a bit. And these 15-round games, you know, previously, you know, most of our players, we play quick play. That's 5 rounds maximum. And previously, we had 9 maximum. This time round, you've got 15 maximum round space. So it's well over triple quick play, and it's almost double the maximum you can have in our previous series. And mistakes were made, and as you know, observed, pacing was a bit all over the place. One rounds we'd have really quick attacks. Next round it would be really, really slow, and attacking would be done at a snail's pace. One round defenders would be peeking every window, doing silly run-outs, and then the next round defending would be sitting in sight, not moving a muscle. But having done it all once before now, will our players feel more comfortable, or is the pressure of the setting in Pro League going to get to them yet again? I suppose we'll only find out. And something I think else would go, you know, that first half on the first game, it went to 3-3. It was quite a long half. It felt very long, back and forth, and no one emerged with a solid lead. And I think that will change. You know, if we get a 4-2 or a 5-1 split, or even a 6-0 split, that will dramatically change how the second half plays, because the second half of that first game was when the silliness sort of started to come out, and it was that long duration. So I think if you're looking at this as a player's perspective, at our level at least, you're going to want to be getting these games closed early, because the longer you go, the more it seemed mistakes became prevalent, and the more fundamental, you know, the lack of fundamentals that were present on ChatGPT champs, the more those sort of issues with fundamentals became prevalent. Now, something else I want to talk about was operator picks. Outside of a few people's mains making repeat appearances, something unlike Showdown Series 1, where we pretty much had dead set operators every single round, we'd very frequently see similar picks. Everyone's operators looked really different every round, and there didn't really seem to be a concrete formation of any meta. Attackers almost always bought a hard breach, and trap operators were really prevalent amongst the defenders, but other than that, there wasn't really much consistency. And hard breach being bought would always vary between Thermite, Ace, Hibana. And trap operators, it wouldn't always be the same one. Some rounds it'd be a Capcan, other rounds it'd be a Legion. That have a key point. There's been a balancing change since we've last played the Showdown series. Impact nades have been nerfed, his army's been nerfed, Legion's been nerfed. Yana's had a secondary utility changed up a bit. There's been a couple more changes as well that cut this off my head. So that will change up the game slightly. You know, I don't see Legion's pick rate dropping down. If you ask me, Legion is one of the best operators you can bring in these situations. He's got a great primary weapon. He's got secondary shotgun for opening up rotates. He's got impacts. He's got 7 really useful goo mines that will give you not only give you intel on where the opponent is, but it's also going to be giving you more damage. You're going to be doing damage to them. And of course, when you're looking at attack, you know, the hard breach is going to be useful, but I'm looking to see more vertical play. That's something we didn't really see much. Of course, we did play on Lair last time, and Lair isn't really a vertical map, but, you know, there's not massive opportunities for verticality on Lair, especially the second floor site, which was by far the most popular and defender-sided of the ones we saw. I believe defense won almost every, I think it was 75% of rounds, something like around that mark. Very high, the vast majority of rounds at least will run on that second floor on Lair, were won by the defense. So, you know, more verticality for other sites. Was that just the fact that the sites weren't, you know, advocating for verticality, or was it that players just weren't wanting to be in verticality? Now, let's get on to the topic of tiebreakers. With tiebreakers looking likely, some of the placements are going to be coming down to 1v1s. And one thing, you know, if you've been watching all of the Shadow series, you'll notice in the Shadow series 1.5, as we called it, Eric didn't completely destroy Sam. That would be a total disservice to what Sam did, but he ended up actually beating out Sam, which is a total surprise, because when we're in this 2v2 format, Sam looks utterly dominant compared to everyone else. He looks like he'll beat everyone, and, you know, he completely fragged out in the first game, and in this second game, he looks like he's going to be going on, you know, he looks like he's going to be winning on the second tournament. So But of course, with tiebreakers looking very, very likely, I believe I worked out to be 2/3 of possible outcomes are going to resolve in. No. Can't remember the statistics I worked out when we originally played this tournament a few weeks ago. But all I remember is that at least a two-way tie was pretty much guaranteed. So we're going to have at least one tiebreaker match almost guaranteed, possibly two, we might even have to settle a three-way tiebreaker, which will be great fun. But that's, of course, at the end of the afternoon when we get there. Of course, we're going to be going into our first game very, very shortly. Now you see 22 minutes on the clock might extend a bit because apparently someone's stuck in London, Eric. So we're going to have a quick look at our first game of the night, Comban versus Ponglish. Now, we'll pretty much agree with the sentiment. Ponglish, they completely dominated in Showdown Series 1. They went up against Sam and Connor. And we were not expecting that to be a close game. We were expecting that Sam and Connor's got the game knowledge, Sam's got the aim, just to completely run all over them like we'd seen in the map prior to that. But no, Ponglish took the fight. They took it all the way to overtime. They were a single 1-versus-1 away from denying Sam that victory and actually forcing him to play a tiebreaker map 1v1 against Eric, which, as you saw in the Showdown Series 1.5, Eric could have won that. And he could have actually put himself not only on the board as our champion, but then also, led himself, as the forerunner for this Showdown Series 2. So Ponglish, they might not on paper, the duo of Eric and Oliver, Oliver's not really played this game much, and Eric doesn't really know much about this game. He's only really got his aim going for him. We did really think they're going to get washed, but they didn't. They really fought, and it's one of these hero tales that we're going to keep going, going to keep going on about, because it was an impeccable game. It went all the way to overtime, 4-5 victory in the favour of actually Ponglish winning it out in the end, which was even a bigger surprise. Obviously, it did go to overtime, so Sam won the night. But point is, Ponglish, they could show up again. Comban are a bit of a tougher team. They're probably one of our stronger duos. If we're ranking all the possible duo outcomes together, Comban are probably, I'd say, probably up there amongst second in terms of how you want to be putting it. Of course, the top showing duo would be the British Polish Shikos, which we're of course going to see in the next match later on this afternoon. But Comban, moving on from Ponglish, Comban, they played impeccably well last time. They've got a really strong Villa, but Eric's sort of off-meta plays caught them off guard quite a few times, and it cost them a few rounds. Don't think it was arrogance, because I wouldn't expect that, especially from Corey. Sam possibly could get a bit cocky at points, but I don't think Corey would let that arrogance get to him. And Eric definitely took a few rounds off them, and the rounds where they did win, it was Eric going absolutely nutty and popping off. And I think Ponglish are going to have this sort of mental game going of, we didn't have expectations placed on us the first time. They still don't really, if I'm being honest. I still think this should be fairly quick for Comban, but they didn't have expectations, and last time that completely surprised us. So there's a good possible chance this one could go all the way, and I feel like it's not going to be a sort of a middle of the range affair. It's either going to be a 7-0, 7-1, or we're going to be going all the way over to that round 15. And as I sort of mentioned a second ago, Eric playing off meta and Ponglish in general will be playing off meta, and that seemed to play in their favour last time. And I think if you take them to a lesser known map, that's even going to benefit them. That's going to benefit them further. The one thing we did see in the previous Showdown series was a clubhouse game where it was Sam and Eric versus Oliver and Corey, I believe it was, and that was a 5-0. That was a totally dominant half. If you take Sam and Corey to something they're comfortable on, it will be over incredibly fast. I think if you're Ponglish here, you're looking at the map bans and you're going, I'm just saying, listen to me here. If you're going at the map bans, ban out Clubhouse, ban out maps that Sam is comfortable on, just to make sure that he doesn't get a chance to flourish. Because if you put him on Clubhouse, he will smash you. Corey knows Clubhouse, he will smash you. If you're Ponglish, go to something not meta. Stick to something a bit newer. Lair probably isn't the best pick. Labs possibly isn't the best pick. If you're asking me, you'd probably want to see a Clubhouse and a Lair ban. Possibly Nighthaven's not too bad of a newer map. I think if you had to pick off the newer maps, you'd want to go to Nighthaven, and then the others that would be passable. So that would be my advice. But of course, Comban are a duo in rank. They're terrifying in the Showdown series. And the biggest Siege players actually playing in the tournament. So they're playing one on off each other. They're really formidable. And even if Ponglish do win the map veto, I think it's going to be really difficult for them to counter. It's going to be really difficult for them to sort of struggle against anything Ponglish throw at them, because at the end of the day, their strategies won't be deep, they'll be catching them through off meta. So I think if you're looking at this at Ponglish, you want to keep switching it up, and if you're looking at this as Comban, you're going to want to go, right, they're going to be likely playing very loose, very off meta. You're not going to be dealing with intricate setups here, you're going to be just dealing with gunners in rat spots. So perhaps bring a Deimos, or if you're Ponglish, ban the Deimos, but then you leave open the Dokkaebi, the line. There's lots of options here, and I think this is probably, you know, considering the next match we're going into is a rematch of the 5-0 from last time, I've got a feeling if you're looking at this from the perspective of oh my god, my brain. If you look at this from the perspective of Eric, you need to get some points on the board here, because this is where it could, not getting any points in the first game could really cock him here, because of course the next game he goes to, he probably will win it, but you will need to get at least, you know, if you want to be Eric and you want to be actually doing it, having a good chance of winning this thing, you're going to want to get some points here. So even if you just get it to overtime, just 6 rounds, you're looking in the green for play. You're looking in the green for the tiebreakers. So it could be anything. And while we've got an extra few minutes, I'm going to take a gloss ahead and we're going to go look into the final game of this afternoon, because big favour of doing sort of these extended pre-show analysis, because we do it all at the start this time round. So we're going to be looking at our final match of tonight, which is the Nicholas Fan Club versus the British Polish Shikos. This is the one rematch from last time, and it, as I said, it was a flawless game of the night. Taking British Polish Shikos, Sam and Eric onto Clubhouse was a big mistake. They just took it 5-0, ran over it, and I think there was like 2 or 3 kills across the board for Nicholas Fan Club, but it was only a couple of kills for the entire game. It really was not close at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if history repeats itself. I don't see, you know, from the first game, certainly, I think if you take, the biggest problem is if you're Nicholas Fan Club, is Oliver will play best on a map like Club, but the problem is you also then know you're taking Sam and Eric's Club, who will play, you know, Oliver will go from good to great on Club, whereas BPS, they're going to go from phenomenal to unstoppable on Clubhouse. There's this very difficult, you know, look at this if you're NFC, and I think, I'm being honest, your best chance is as NFC will be to just play off meta, just play with it, just try different things, because if you try and conform to a meta, try and do the standard, what's expected, you're not gonna win that out. Again, you know, you're not going to win that out because on most levels, if you combine the statistics of all the players and you put sort of the player profiles of each together, you're going to look at BPS and you're going to go, right, they're better in pretty much almost every metric. The only way you're going to be able to do this is if you catch them off guard. Let their comms get a bit messy. Try and confuse them. And if you're Nicholas Fan Club, please, for the love of God, ban Clubhouse. BPS are going to know this inside out, and they will pull NFC apart on it. Clubhouse really should not be surviving back. Unless you're Sam or Corey, or where you want to be letting Clubhouse through, because you know you can not only play Clubhouse, but you are probably the stronger side on it. Especially if you're Sam, you know you're the strongest on Clubhouse. Unless you're Sam, you don't really want to let Clubhouse get through tonight. You don't want, because at the end of the day, we are playing in duos, but it is a solo tournament. You are on your own in the scoreboard at the end of the day, and this will be settled on 1v1s on your own. You do not want anything. You want to be taking points off. You don't want to be perhaps taking points off Sam, but you want to be limiting the amount of points he gets just by taking it to overtime. And of course, if we do have a 3-way tiebreaker, round differential then comes into play. For this, probably, I've spoken about it in the Discord, but I don't think I've gone over it extended for you all just yet. But what it will be is if you get into a tiebreaker 1 versus 1, you're going to end up in a position where you're stuck. And if we're in a 3-way, let's say, your top 2 players, they'll go on to go through. We're going to take on round differential, which, for those that don't watch competitive too often, round differential, for every round you win, +1, for every round you lose, -1. So if you win, let's say the previous game, it was the 7-5 victory. For the winning players, it was a +2. They're now sitting on a +2 round differential. For the losing players, because there was a 2-point difference and they were the lower 2, they're -2. So we're going to keep in count. We're going to keep our round differential going up for the night, and we're going to keep track of it, and we're going to just sort of go in keeping an eye on round differential as we go. I'll obviously comment on it after this game, and we'll see where we end up with it. But of course, if, you want to be making sure, if especially you're a player who's, perhaps not fourth place. If you look at it fourth place and go, that's where you're going to sit at the end of the night. But you want to be winning these games dominantly, because as much as that first game was no points for Corey and Eric, in all fairness, they did quite well to keep it on a -2 round differential, because that means if it gets to a 3-way tiebreaker, they're not sitting in a position where they've had one. Because the thing is, if you look at this third game and it's a 7-0, that's -7 to your round differential, which is a big hit when you can only be like plus or minus 21 totals. That's like a third of the possible rounds you could have saved gone entirely. I want this round differential slipping away. So even if you're not looking to win a game, that's what you've got to keep in mind. Round differential is key. Keep the games tight. Don't have to win them. Don't even have to get to overtime. Especially if you're looking at this last game. Just getting a couple rounds off the board so your round differential doesn't hit the sink. Bottom of the sink. It's going to be crucial for staying alive as we move towards the tiebreakers. And of course, if you think you're struggling with some rounds, there's a tactical timeout. You can call in your coach on call, as we're calling it. Come in. I will come in and say hello. I'm going to come and give you tactical hits for all your timeout. I'm going to walk down what I'm seeing, because when you're sitting in an observer POV, you see a hell of a lot more than you do boots down on the ground in the game. So keep those timeouts in mind if you're struggling, or if you're looking to win a game in close fashion. We were looking at it as a 3-3 half from last time, and I was thinking this is where you might want to see some team call a timeout after perhaps the second attacking round. Get a strong lead, because you could secure a couple more rounds. Even if you call it when you're in an advantageous position, you call it, something clicks in the timeout that puts you on, that moves you up a level while the enemies don't. You're now going to get more rounds possibly, and you're going to have a further chance of course winning. So just keep those timeouts in mind. Now I've rambled on long enough now, about 20 minutes sort of rambling. So I'm going to cut the pre-show here. We'll be getting into our first game very shortly. Of course, there may be some delays in that depending on players. I'm going to get map bans sent out in a couple minutes. Be with you all very, very shortly. So once again, welcome to Showdown Series 2, and we will be back for game 1 very, very shortly. And that's going to be Komban versus Ponglish. Don't go anywhere.
Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I'd hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting for all the things that I've said. Pushing me closer to what I
Forcing come out to rotate, and Corey gets it. Best play I've seen from him in a good fucking while. It's fucking disgusting. He's got to try and make something happen. He gets the first with the shotgun and goes down. Oliver hops in and walks right into the shotgun. Sam's going to be peeking around, and Sam's going to get it. Exist. God, if you exist. Oh my god, I'm going to see it last. Oh, Eric's taking chip damage. Eric's going to go for the swing. Sam's going to take the gunfight, leaving just poor old Oliver in a 1v2. Not going to be able to do it.
Oh, he's not got the kill.
I'm going to get the kill. There you go. That's what you want to see.
Inside this booth, you're taking me to places old and new, sweeter sound than our favorite song, and it feels like every time that it comes on, we just roll on till the day's done and the lights gone, and it won't take long, even when I'm without you, babe, so listen up and play along, yeah. And that's how time flies, like we on a different time. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. It's fine line that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. Down for anything. I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And this
There you go, folks. After a very, very extended break, we're finally here in the game, ready for match 1 of the day. We've got Komban versus Ponglish coming right up in a couple of minutes for you. We're just getting the last few players into the lobby now. It's taken a little while, but we are finally here. Now, Eric's just gotten in. We're all ready to go. And this is going to be a banger of map. Let's take a quick look at our map videos. They're going to be popping up on top of the screen in just a second for you. We had a plain band coming in from Komban, Ponglish band, Consular, Komban, then again band Outback, and final band was Lair. 4 remaining maps, Labs, Clubhouse, Cafe, and Emerald Plains. We were left with a Collabs, which, if you ask me, is arguably one of the best things that can happen, because Labs is my favourite map in the game. Love this map. Can't get enough of it. So it is going to be an absolute screamer of a game. We've talked about everything pre-going into this game now, really. Talked it all to death. Apologise again for the extended downtime between the games. Had a bit of mishaps with the trains, but we're all ready, in to go. I'm just going to check with the players they're ready. And then we are ready to get right into game 1. Right, we got one team ready, we got the other team ready, and then we can just go straight into it. Right, use those timeouts. We are ready to go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let us get into game 1 of the night, or game 2, should I say, Komban versus Ponglish. There you go, right. Eric's very much... I'm just going to message Corey, let him know he's sent me... Oh no, I can update that link myself. I'm a clever clogs. Let's see, left bottom. He sent me the push link. I want the view link. But that should update itself in a second, hopefully. There you go. Right, we've got view links. There we go. Right, Komban taking out Montaigne. Ponglish with the Deimos band to start with. Exactly sort of... It's typical, you know, as I said, you know. Ponglish, they don't like playing against Deimos just because of how instantly he can reveal a position. Montaigne from Komban. We know Eric's nasty on the Montaigne. So I think Komban, again, with the Clash Band, they just want to get these shields off the board. Don't blame them, to be fair. I think that's what I'd do if I was playing Eric. Just scrap the damn shields. And we're going to wait a second here, see what our final ban is now. Coming in from Ponglish. I think they're just deciding who they want to get rid of here. Because I think there's some options here. I can see a Fenrir ban coming through. I can see a Cav ban coming through. But we're going to end up with the Fenrir, of course. Incredibly frustrated operator to play against, and is that he spends it's a lot of time to have clear the utility or to deal with it. I can see why it's been getting rid of. So round 1, Ponglish are going to start off their defense, which I think as a team of less experienced players on this map is going to really heavily favour them in terms of they can just wait and control the tempo. They can learn where the sights are a bit before they then have to come in and attack this map, which, if you ask me, is the harder thing to do in these situations. We're seeing a Dokkaebi and Ash, not particularly what you'd want. If, you know, something very difficult to be going up against, certainly, if you ask me. It's not, yeah, difficult would be the word I'd use to describe that setup. It's not exactly what you want, but we're going, you know, if you're attacking against that and you're defending against that, those Dokkaebi calls are going to run in. I think that's the plan here from Komban. The Dokkaebi calls are going to flush in. And immediately following that, you're just going to have that Ash of Sam running in your face, trying to gun. Abby is there on the stream.
10 seconds remaining.
Just going, but I think if there's a clean plan coming through for Komban here, Ponglish, they're going to be a bit clean pressed, boys. Let's get drone hidden in sight. Samsung got destroyed, but we're now all into it and we're all ready to go. Attacker's going to be spawning down on the south side here, and then they've just got to get their way up onto the top floor. I've got a feeling this external IT wall here will be a big point of contention, and I think we're going to see Komban try and make their entry up onto rafters. No. Right, I think we're going to go for a very hard and fast approach here. So I'm just deciding where they want to make their entry point. Just going to start this northern side on the top main here. There you go. We're going to be Hop Timber and meeting, and look at that. Sam's on the ball. He's going for it. He's going to see what he can find. He's just checking for traps. As you can see on the side of Ponglish, they're both playing trap operators. Legion and the Cap Can on the board. Oliver's checking cams. He spots one. That could be very important there. They've been found out, and Eric's going to respond accordingly. They know the side they're coming from as well now. There's not a lot of rotation options here if you combat. You've only really got one doorway you can funnel through. So if you're going to commit to this, you've got to win that gunfight on that doorway. But we're not sure if that's always the case. First phone call is going to be coming out. Conglish is going to be getting rung. Oliver's just holding the door here from pillar. Very tight angle, but it's a common one, so there's a good chance that Sam goes for the pre-fire. They just need to keep held there. Flash goes in. Sam's going to swing. A bit of a gunfight exchange with Eric here. Eric dies out. Now it's just Oliver left, 1 versus 2. Comban should be able to close this. They've still got half the round to deal with here. And as I said, it's just this very coordinated push. Now Flash goes in. Here comes the execute. Spray throws in. Oliver tags up one, tags up again. Keeps going. He drops Sam. And now it's just a 1v1 between Oliver and Corey, but then Corey gets it, denying the round. Closer than it needed to be, I think. There, Sam probably should have gotten away with that gunfight, but Comban are going to get in the way and win themselves the very, very first round of our match here. You know, that was a good attempt from Ponglish. I think they won't be disheartened from that. You know, they had a good idea of where they come from, but I don't think the traps were really all they used, so you might want to see something else. And I think if you Comban, they got funneled in a bit there. They didn't like that. So you're going to be seeing the hard breach come out. So hopefully this time around they have a bit more options. Bonglish, they're going to change up the site. Kitchen cafeteria. This site, I think it actually will play quite well into Bonglish. Reason being is you've got a lot of these, what we would call these like head angles here, where you can hop up. You can hop up on the tables and play at like a different head height. Really good little rat spots up there for them to be using. And I reckon if you're looking at this from a perspective of Comban, you're going to have to be watching out a bit more. But you've also got the drones this time. You know, you've got the hard breach this time around, sorry. There's a bit more in terms of options of getting into the site. You know, they may give this kitchen a go. They may try and get the front wall open. There's options, and there's a variety of them here.
10 seconds remaining.
But as it stands, I don't. There you go. Just about Comban, get eyes on the objective. Work out they've gone to kitchen. Found the cap can. And it's Valkyrie this time on the board from Eric, which is a bit of a different one. Can't lie. It's a bit of a new one, but I think the intel there was very much of, oh, we need to find out which angle they're coming from, and ended up deciding, you know. But is the Valkyrie going to be that useful? Because Sam is playing IQ this time around, and besides having a really hard hitting gun and some really, you know, really strong grenades, IQ, of course, she's got a brilliant gun, and she can also spot those Valkyrie cameras out with that gadget scanner of hers. Just spot the cameras out. Corey's doing a bit of crouch spamming, and there you go. The RED is deployed. Spots all the cams, spots all the traps. Nothing is hidden here. You can also spot players that are lurking on the cams, which could lead to some fun vertical play here. However, that's what Comban are going to go for. Breach charge's going to get popped on the barricade. Kitchen window's wide open. And Oliver seems like he's going to be the first line of attack defense here for this kitchen window. Now, does he know he can get a bit closer? Lob C4. He's going to take a bit of a gunfight. He spots one out there, but Sam's flanking. This is clever from Comban here. They're sort of doing this split approach here. You've got one focused out the kitchen window, one focused. Then you've got one coming in from inside the building. That kitchen is quite segmented off, so theoretically, Sam here. I think Sam could be a problem here. If he swings that doorway, Corey's going to get one onto Oliver. Now it's just Eric, 1 versus 2. And he's got attackers either side of him. He needs to play this well. Comban, they just need to attack at the same time. They just need to execute together, and they'll be fine. Corey's going to get on the drone. He's going to go, and he finds him, he sees him, he calls the location out to Sam, and this should be a done deal here at this point. From the side of Comban. This should be another nice round in the book from Grenades. It's going to force Eric to move a little bit. He knows his position's been given away, so all he can do is hope to win this on gunfight and skill. Sammy's getting itchy. He wants to move into the site. Corey's decided to move around, try a new angle. And Eric, he's just on that window chasing ghosts. They're both behind him, and I don't know if he knows it. He still thinks he's got one outside the window to be dealing with, but they're both inside the building now, ready to go. Breach in charge after breach in charge. Corey's going to make his way into freezer, and he's going to be using the yellow pink. Spray goes through. Eric, he swings and he drops Corey, but Sam, very good trade there. That's impeccable teamwork there from Comban. What you like to see. Really good teamwork. As soon as Corey gets swung, Sam swings in. Eric's facing the other way. Really good team player for Comban, and this is something I said in the pre-game that you're going to be seeing a lot of from Comban. They play together in rank. These two play off each other well. They know how to play off each other. They're a good duo in terms of this sort of advanced style and this you know, they're going to play well off each other is what I'm getting at. Brava, we've seen that different from the Cat. I think this one could be really mean from Corey. I'd feel bad for Corey if I was him here. You know, I feel bad for Oliver here. I don't know if they've played much against Brava before, but she is very irritating to sort of play against. You know, she's going to be these Capcan traps here. She's going to be able to, Corey's going to be able to hack them out and do well with them. Now, nothing I like from combat. I mean, I know we've only played 2 rounds thus far. They're both pulling even weight, and both Sam and Corey are pulling even numbers here. It's board. Both doing well. There's not really one person outshining the other, which is something that's always a bit of a concern in these matches. There always tends, you know, a lot of the time we do see in the Showdown series, there's one player who just tends to outshine the other one, tends to get a lot of the board, whereas not so much what we're seeing here. I think we're seeing a much more of a fair do of it here. And we're right back into round 3 now. So, Comban, they're going to be, you know, Comban, they're going to be trying a pretty similar approach, I think, what they did last time they did this site. You know, they're just going to do a very horizontal push. They know Ponglish like to lurk inside the site. But first things first, are these clutch drones going out here. Or he's going to be getting right in there and seeing what traps and goodies he can hack for himself. IT's completely walled off here. Now, if you ask me, obviously Ponglish won't know, but this is a mistake from Ponglish here. This is, well, because when you're in here, you've got a direct route into the site. It's very easy. Queue in, and as you can see here from sight, Eric's walking around trying to find his footing, and Sammy's making he's taking the opportunity, if it's all being cleared, to get right onto rafters. They'll know they're both in sight. I mean, they get very free and very early control of the map, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do see more of a, no, as I say, we're going to see an IC-sided approach. They decide to go and get in elsewhere. Boy's going to be throwing the drone in. Thrown into electric, and Capcan traps are now on the other side, just like that. Capcan traps, they're now converted over. Not that I think Ponglish are going to run into them anytime soon, but it's an effective way to deal with them without having to physically be there, giving away your presence with a gun, or, you know, actually having to get line of sight, of course, depending where they are. So there we are, we're all in electrical now. Half the round's gone. Comban are getting ready, similarly getting ready for the push. But the thing is, they don't have as much execute utility this time around. They've only got 2 frag grenades, and I think this is going to be a really clever frag here. Big Sam threw both his frags onto the pillar just to see if he can flush a player out. Ponglish is going to fall back into command, and now there's a bit of a gunfight going back and forth. Sam stalled out by the toxic babe here, and Ponglish are playing this really well, actually. They've sort of funneled him in a bit, and now they're sort of having a bit of a duel around, sort of waiting to see what they can make do with. But the toxic babes, if Eric can stay alive here, he can burn another 15 seconds, and then the clock for Comban is running down. Sam, I think he's decided he needs to relocate, but if you know, no, Haven, it's not that easy to relocate on this objective. They've committed a lot. Sam would have to completely go round to rafters now, and then you'd be pushing very much on the clock and be able to stop holding W. So I think they're just going to have to commit through this electrical push. Eric, he's going to drop Corey, and I think this could be round. Very done deal here. Oliver's going to take a bit of damage. Sam pre-fires pillar, but there's no one there. He doesn't know they're both in the other side. Now, they see each other. They're just gunfights going back and forth, and it's Sam, 132, 15 seconds, and he gets dropped by Oliver, and Ponglish get a round on the board. That was a really good round from Ponglish there. They stalled them out. They realised where the push was coming from. Between the extra utility on the traps, which bought Comban a bit of time, and Ponglish, they got a round on the board, and that was a good round on the board. The smoke play from Eric there was really good. What I like to see. Good round. Ponglish, I'd be feeling confident about that one, and, you know, from where that first 2 rounds looked a bit, oh no. Second attempt on that site went better for them, and I think that may be a bit of a learning case with this one. You know, they learned how that site works, so they play it a second time, and they gave it a go. Comban, I'm looking at that and going, that was a bit slow, if you ask me. And that was slightly on the slower slide there. Considering how very easily Ponglish give up the map control, that was a very easy one. That should have been winnable. They should have very easily been able to get away with this one. Now, I'm curious to see how Ponglish are going to defend this one. On just the count of here, the sides are separated by this soft wall. I don't know if they're going to want to use the nitro cell to open up the rotation between them. Because, of course,
attackers have discovered the location
that's
of a
something
bomb.
you've got to keep in mind. Let me have a little drone chase.
10 seconds
I'm
left.
going to Get the drone, get the drone. Go on, get the drone. He's gonna decide not to. But yeah, this is the issue. You've got this softball and they're not gonna open it up. And Combine are clever about this. They can very quickly realise that, hold on a minute. Site, you can just hop in there. You can hop into this B site here. Very quickly get in, and incredibly quickly you can get into storage. And but look, Ponglish have completely barricaded themselves inside of storage, and Oliver just takes a peek that I don't really think needed to be taken. Corey takes his head off, but Eric's left in 1v2 30 seconds in. Through brute force, Comban should really be able to get this round from them. Just through sheer force alone. They shouldn't have to think about it much. Sammy's going to keep hacking on the cameras. Going to go for a little hack. See if he can find a cam traps. And Sam probably saying to Corey right now, hey look, control's clear. We can get in really easily, get the plant down. There's no rotate. And I've got a feeling they're going to reposition to do that. Because they're assuming, as Eric is, he's tucked away in storage. Yeah, look, they're rotating around. They know it's completely clear. I think we're just going to go and get a really nice early defuse here from Comban. They'll very quickly realise where Eric is, and then they're just going to come in and set the defuse. They're just going to come in and make the defuse. There you go. We get a breach in. Breach into the bottom of warehouse. Proxy alarm goes off, but it's not a big deal. Eric's going to hear it, but he's barricaded in the wrong objective. Completely whited out by the Candelas. And that's it. Corey's just going to get the diffuser down. Sam's going to cover from a distance. Chill on the stairs. Drone goes out. And he's now watching. Eric, 45 seconds. Post plant. A lot to do. Biggest flaw here. And I think what lost the round really early on, if you're looking at Ponglish here, you're looking at this going, right, that rotate needs to be made for starters. And for second, we don't need to be taking gunfights 30 seconds into the round, I think. You know, Ponglish, a good attempt to defend in this site. And as I say, I think Ponglish are going to have their strength on this half of attacking defending sites they've already been a part of. But Eric, he gets one. He misses the shot to Sam. Comban round 4. I was really scared for a second. He was going to clutch up as I was saying how they're losing, but no. Confident here. A good round. And Comban establish a 3-1 loop. Now, Ponglish, please go back to a site you've already tried to defend. Because that's where they looked strongest the second time they defended server upstairs. That's where they looked strongest. They're thinking about it. They're going to go back to control room. They're going to give it another go. Please, for the love of all things holy, let's make a rotate this time. We'll see what happens. I bet they're going to learn. They're going to have to defend both sides. It's hard to, but they're going to give the control storage defense another go. Ponglish. And yeah, you go. Eric's thinking about it. Hello, there we go. We can see in between the sites now. That's an improvement. Go team. Good job, you two. And this is something I observed when we were watching in this is something I observed when we were doing the Showdown Series 1v1, 1.5, 1v1. That's a mouthful. This is something I observed that Eric's very adaptive. If he makes a mistake like that rotation costs round, he'll pick up on that. And very commonly, he'll pick up on these mistakes very quickly. And if it's made once, it's not happening again. And I think that's what I've been saying. You know, for this final round going after this, Ponglish are going to want to, regardless of the outcome of this round, they're going to want to defend something they've defended before. They will have had a couple of rounds by that point, so they should be able to go back. No, they won't be able to go back to the... What? Yeah, they will. They'll be able to go back to the server room that worked for them before, so they should be able to close this out 4-2 half. And I don't think they'll be looking disappointed with that, but I think they'll struggle to pick up the rounds on the attack. But also they could win this round. It could be a 3-3. We're seeing a bit more of a prepared setup this time of this control storage site, so we're going to see how it's going to go. Seems like Sam and Corey are going to focus on getting the warehouse breach open. Some serious drywall work coming up, and the wall goes boom. Site's open, drone's going in. Sam's marking them, and Corey, he looks like he wants to get in there and pick up some heads. They're just going to identify them, let them know that they've got the warehouse control free. Sam is going to open up, try to get a freebie off the yellow pings. It's not going to happen. Comban. Not stalling out, probably, just preparing, deciding their next move, deciding how they want to do this. They should be fine with this. They've got the breach, but they just need to pick which site to go. If you notice, the players of Ponglish, they are in separate sites, but they're playing close to the rotates. They can very quickly flip around to adjust the pressure. Of course, it's just how quickly those comms on Ponglish come through that, hey, this is where they're coming from. I need you over here. Sam's sort of forcing them out of control here with the drone. Sam knows it's a bit clearer now, so he's going to just make his way in. He's in warehouse. He knows there's a default cam hidden up there. Pop, there it goes. And Oliver, he's sitting in storage. He's going to be first line of contact here. He saw the shadow there. He sees the smoke. He's got C4 in back pocket. Spray through the smoke. Corey's moving around. He's moving on to the 90 corridor. EMP goes in. And Claymore. Good one, just in case they try anything funny. But Sam walks into a cap can trap and it brings Corey to a sliver of HP. Oh no! Catastrophic there for Combat. They're both on a sliver of HP. That Pokeball for Eric could kill either one of them, or even both of them now. Smoke goes through. Eric's gonna hide in the corner. And they've got to be careful now, because one bullet from either opponent, one little whiff of an impact grenade, hell, one sneeze could end Combat here. And suddenly Ponglish have got 2.5, and this is a closer. They're close to leveling up the scoreboard again. Big. Another wall's going to get opened up. Eric's going to relocate again. I think they've lost sort of sight. They're both looking in the wrong direction here, which is a concern. Corey's going to spray through onto a yellow ping, not be able to confirm anything. Sammy's playing off the cargo breach. I think they're just trying to isolate Eric here, trying to kill Eric. But Eric, he gets Corey. 1 versus 2. There's a crossfire. And trades it back. Oh, from a cap can trap, did they clutch the rules of defeat? Oliver, what a nice little flick there. Look in the right direction. What a beautiful shot. Ponglish, second round in the half there. Move on to the final round now. If you're Ponglish, you're probably going to go back upstairs, I'd assume now. Possibly. And if you're Comban, I think they're going to go back to what worked for them really well in that first round. That Dokkaebi. Annoying with the utility with the Dokkaebi. And then Ash rushed them with that. And for Ponglish, we're going to be seeing their refined command server defense.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
You know, the site that they won really well the first time round. Eric's going to be swapping off the smoke, though, and he's going to be going on to the Frost. Oliver has been a mainstay on the cap can this entire time, but Comban, they've been going back and forth between their strategies here. They've sort of been a bit uncertain with what they want to go. And I wouldn't say it's on, I don't know whether it's uncertainty or adaptiveness, because whatever they're doing, they work with it. And one thing I like from Comban, I'm seeing a lot of, they've got this utility and they're always using it. Very few rounds I've seen so far where Comban have ended rounds with utility in pocket. They use everything they've got. They create all the openings for them.
5 seconds left.
And there's just very few rounds, though, where Ponglish get the better of them.
Attackers are moving
Especially,
to defuse a bomb.
especially the rounds where, Ponglish, they've defended this site 3 times. This will be the 3rd attempt on it now. And the second time they looked stronger. The second time they defended storage, they looked stronger. So theoretically, this 3rd time, if we're following the trend, should be dominant. But we know Siege is a game not played on paper. For all we know, this could go utterly catastrophically here for the side of Ponglish. But look, they've left IT wall very open. I mean, they don't really have great means of opening it. Sam's going to give it a go with the frag grenade. We'll see how well this one works, but it's going to roll away from the wall there. Not really do a whole lot. And Sam's going to give it another go. Okay. There you go. It's a bit closer to the wall. Might give you a little... There you go. Gives them a little prone hole entryway. It's a bit vulnerable, but IT is barricaded off, so they could get in there quite safely. And this is something Comban did the last time they attacked the site. They were quite slow. I mean, Ponglish is still setting up. Eric's still setting up. Frostmats all over the place. And Comban, they've barely made a breach to the building as of yet. Sam's just getting the rafters door open. Corey's still stuck outside in his drone, and we're approaching the halfway mark of the round, and Comban is sitting outside quite still. You know, just going to have a bit of a stall moment here. Corey's droning, trying to work out the locations of these attackers. First phone call's going to go in, and here goes Sam. Sam's going to run in, and they now want to see what's going to happen. There you go. If someone would have filled in that frostbat, I would have been a very happy man, but no. Electrical door's going to get open, flashbang's going to go in. Oh, Corey immediately gets dropped, he peeks. While Sam's got the scanner in hand, and now Sam's left in a 1 versus 2. Can Ponglish win this round and level to half, 3 apiece? Eric is watching, but his critical's a bit too high. He sees Sam crouch, takes a bit of chip damage, got a minute to stall him out, and again, similar to the previous round, at Eric, he repositions to behind pillar, very smart. Leaves Oliver holding the long angle. Oliver's just going to keep spraying single shots, but he's got a really long angle here. Oliver, he knows he's been made a bit, but he's going to prone and relocate. Really good position. I like this from Oliver. He keeps shifting his head levels. Sam's keep guessing. And Sam, he's sort of just stuck out here, stalled outside electrical again. The repeat of the last time we had this sort of the last time we had this top floor defense. But he's stalled. He's going to have to. And he can see the Capcan trap on the door as well, and he's going to have to. He's got to keep that in mind. But if he goes to take the Capcan trap out, he'll probably also get peeked as well. If he saw that little kid, Corey knows full well I've seen it. Oh, but Eric's on the close angle. I don't think Sam knows. 15 seconds. He's got to push. Surely no. Oh, Sam gets a second. Combat 4-2-half. Through the skin of his teeth. No way does he get away with that one. God, if you're Ponglish, you are punching yourself right now. That round was so close. 4-2-half combat. Right. Halves are swapped. Halves have swapped over now. So this is where I think Ponglish might struggle a bit. And I think this is where they're really going to be punching themselves for losing that one. Because if I'm looking at that, I'm going... Defense is called Ponglish's best chance to pick up rounds here. And I think attacking this map is going to be a bit of a difficult one for them. You know, because Combat, they play this map in rank, they play this map in casual. I've shown them around this map. They know how to set up a defense, you know. IT walls being reinforced. Hallelujah. There's a bandit on the board. I think Ponglish are going to struggle a lot more with this one. But we'll see what they're doing. You know, you've got the Zero, you've got the AC, you've got good operators with a lot of utility between them to get the job done. Oh, Eric's played a bit of drone runabouts there. So, let's just see how this one goes. I'm not sold yet. That was a really good round from Ponglish, but just lost it in the last few seconds there. And this is the thing, you can never count. I think it's hard to forget, but you can never count out Sam. It's just so good with the mechanics in this game. It's the same with Eric, really. To be fair, with all of these players on the board, the one thing I really want to point out with them is all of the players are putting up numbers. Both players on both teams are putting up numbers. No one's sitting on like 0 or 1 kills at the minute. Everyone's putting up numbers. Everyone's getting involved. Everyone's getting frags. Everyone's helping out. It feels such like an evolution compared to Showdown Series 1 where we really saw one person spearheading it. Of course, Sam's going to be doing slightly better. It's Sam. We're expecting that one. Everyone else is putting in the way. Jones going to go in top of blue there. Eric's going to come back. I don't know quite if he saw... I don't know if he saw Corey here. And Red Pink's going to go. Corey's going to spray through. And surely now Eric knows he's got someone challenging him. And Oliver, he's going to be draining out of the warehouse. Drone's going to fall down. And he's just going to have to be assessing it slightly differently here. Eric, he knows he's not going to be flanked, which is good. But he's now got to face down Corey. Corey's still sort of watching it. Watching this angle here. And he's just going to be not moving a muscle. Waiting for Eric to slip in. Make a mistake. And then pop. He goes. There you go. Corey's spraying. Eric's getting ready. Eric just wants his barricade open, but I've got a feeling this one might be tougher than intended. And Sam, it seems like he's going to be spraying out. Oh, spots Oliver waltzing in. Spots Oliver's going to be waltzing in top rafters here. He sees Sam with C4 in hand. Drops Sam. Oh, no. But Corey, he does a bit of damage onto Eric. They know where he is now. Corey's back cornered command center behind the desk. He could make this work, but with a minute 15 on the clock, surely Ponglish can close this one out. But we said that last round, we've got again, breaches are getting open. Corey's going to spray, bit mismanaged recoil, and he's going to be stuck in a corner, stuck here behind the chassis. Both members of Ponglish getting ready to swing. Any point. Eric's going to see it lose the gunfight, drops one. Now it's Oliver Corey left 1 versus 1. Oliver's hopped back outside, so he's got to go in, and I think they've lost the intel. But surely by now, Oliver, he just needs. This is smart from Oliver. He's going to pierce it. It's the pierce button. Yes, Oliver. He's going to get the idea. He's going to go look into sight. He's got 30 seconds. He's got to try and find out where Corey's run off to. He knows he's hidden. I think he knows. Hopefully, he's tucked hidden away behind the chassis. Oliver's going to opt for the flank, going through the other angle. But it's going to have to be a head-on-head gunfight. Are they looking the right way? And Corey's got the advantage this way. They know where each other are, but Oliver's going to win the gunfight. Ponglish take away round 7, and we get 4-3 on the board. This top site hasn't really been going too well for Combat, in all fairness. You know, they won the first round on it quite dominantly, but you could arguably put that down to the fact that it was Ponglish's first time sort of playing together on the map. Second time round, Ponglish won it. Second time round, Comban won it. But through Sam just popping off, no other reason should they have gotten away with that round. Comban, they're going to try it again.
Attackers
They're going to give it another go, and they're going to opt for Ponglish's style of setup, which is traps galore, bringing on the Fawn and the Legion. Ponglish, they're bringing out the Fuse and the Yana. I like these picks. These picks make me happy. This looks like it's going to be a fun round. The observation blocker actually did quite good work for Corey there last round. I'm actually glad to see him bringing it again, to be fair.
Attackers have located
Look,
a
secondary
bomb.
shotgun. This is what I was saying in the pre-show. Legion has so much utility on him. Really good pick in these situations. Drone's going to be found, site's going to be identified, and Ponglish, I think they can start piecing together some rounds here, you know. Besides the first two that Comban got, it's been blow for blow for blow for blow for blow at the minute, and I don't think it'll be weighing on Comban at all. I don't think they'll really be too fussed by it, but
Use a bomb.
as I said, sort of in the pre-show, we all sort of thought this would either be a 7-0 or it would be a close affair, and so far this one's living up to the expectations. You know, Ponglish, last time they were able to force an overtime win. If they do it again, they're very quickly moving up into power rankings here, and you would not expect it of these two players, if I'm being honest. Like, Oliver's got it again. The last time Ponglish played together, Oliver did better than Eric, and it seems that history's repeating itself so far into the round. Eric is going to be getting the drone out and going to be droning up top blue. I think they're just trying the same approach to what they did before. It worked for them. One goes in through rafters, one goes in through blue. Eric is going to spray out, get rid of the observation blocker early on. Let's see how Comban, they're just both chilling in the site. Oh, someone's dropped. Sam's fallen underneath now. Did he mean to do that? I think he did. Oh, look. I was trying to play the vertical. And I don't think Ponglish are going to account for that one. Sam, but I think he could play a rafters flank here. And that could be very, very detrimental to Oliver, which is lucky for Oliver. He's going around the other way. But do they have the dedicated flank watch on that blue staircase? Because if they don't, suddenly Sam can get away Sam can get very cheeky. And look, Oliver's come in. And Sam's underneath. I don't think they know. Very easily play devil. They very easily get away with something here, Sam. And I think, you know, you're going to look at this and you're going to go, first fuse charge is going. Sam, he's going to be forced to come up to Cesny. He doesn't want to give away his position too early. He sees the back of Oliver. Misses the shot, and Oliver doesn't know where it's coming from. Sam gets the drop. The fuser gets dropped as well, rafters, which is a problem because it's on the other side of the site to Eric. He's got a minute, but he's got one entryway limited. Corey's gonna hold the tight angle on the blue here. Gemini replicator is gonna go out, and it's gonna be going the other way. Corey pushes this. Oh, Eric gets one. Now he's just got to get the diffuser off rafters, but Sam's holding it tight. Sam's gonna just be holding the close little angle here, hiding. And Eric, he's got to work out how he wants to play this here. He knows Sam is somewhere in there. He's got a drone in back pocket. Still 40 seconds. Could opt to use the drone. Could 100% give the drone a go, and Sam is just going to be prone down. Rafters corner. Good idea from him, I think. Eric, got 20 seconds. Going to go up for the Gemini. Jump in, see where Sam is. He sees Sam now. And Sam's going to be ready for that vaulting to happen any second now. Eric's got no choice, really, but to vault in here, and he's just going to walk straight into Sam. Comban. Round 8. 5-3, and they're one round off of getting match point. That was a much better defense there from Comban, sort of stalling them out. Sam, what I like to see, that confidence that he should have because of his skill to get off site and go for a flank, go for something cheeky. He trusts Corey enough. You know, Corey's actually putting up quite good numbers this game so far. He's got the trust in Corey to be able to let Corey defend site on his own for a couple seconds, go for a flank, and look at that. Really was able to capitalise and get a freebie off it. Now the basement. Basement hasn't been played yet. The coolest this match so far. So it'll be interesting to see how this one ends up being played out here. Of course, the basement site on this map, it's fairly large. Of course, you've only got 2 rooms of that here objective, but it can be a bit maze-like in its layout. I think you might have some difficulty, Ponglish, trying to hunt it down. I mean, they're going to have to find the objective first, and I don't even know if they've... obviously, they didn't defend the basement. They know it exists. And Oliver might be able to give Eric the idea here that they're defending something underneath. But they just need to find the staircase down now. There you go. Right, they've done it. They found the basement site. Good. That's hurdle 1 over for Bonglish, but they're going to need to decide how to attack this. Because the thing is,
5 seconds
these
to
external
insertion.
breach walls here, and presumably Sam's going to have them, electro clawed up there. Thanks,
Attackers are
Kaid.
heading out to defuse a bomb.
And Oliver's not really going to have many ways of getting them open because he's on the 0, not the Thatcher. So they're going to have to think about it. But instead, I think they're going to go for the vertical approach, which I think could be a good play off them, to be fair. Going to drone. Going to see there's no one roaming. Oliver's going to hop right in, and they're getting started very early on. This is one thing I do like that Ponglish team too. They don't really have this fear that you'd almost expect from them. Like, you'd expect a less experienced side to be, you know, a bit more fearful, bit more slow, but they're not. They just go straight in for it. Oliver, making progress. He's scouting out ahead with those Argus cameras. He spots the opening. Spots the opening. Oliver, remember, he remembers he saw a hatch round here, and I'm assuming he's gonna be quite clever. Pop the Argus cam in it, and now gonna have a very clean line of sight into the basement down here. He's gonna be able to see into Animus. He may be able to get a tinge of Sam's position. Question is, does he decide to open the hatch with those can openers he's got, or are they both going to commit this backstair push? You presume Oliver is thinking about it. He's deciding what he wants to do here. I think they're just having a bit of think on Comban. Look at Ponglish sides here, sorry. They're just having a bit of a think, seeing how they want to do it. Oliver, he notices his Argus cam has been destroyed and they're getting spotted. There you go, there's the cam. Bye-bye camera. But Eric, look, Eric's downstairs now. He's in cargo, and it seems that they're just going to be going for this one-side push here, which I don't say, I'm not going to say I dislike, I'm not going to say I do like. I suppose we'll see how it plays, but Sam's playing the long angle here. Tucked away Animus with the orb, and he's going to just immediately drop Eric. I don't even think he knew where he was. And now Oliver's left in a 1 versus 2, and they know where he's coming from as well. And as a result, you're going to see it from Comban. They're just going to get angsty with those shots, and surely by now. I mean, I said it once before, and it completely fit the scale. But Comban should be able to push themselves onto match point here. Should be able to get away. Match point. It's got a rough. Oliver's got to check corners. Here's one. But if he saw it, he sees. But C4's going to go out, and C4's going to get it. Comban, move on to match point. Looking happy with that C4. And I'm going to put a very suggestive message in chat. The timeout is in pause menu. Suggest it. Use the pack timeout. Come on, boys. Timeout. Okay, they're going to call the timeout. Right, let's hop into Ponglish's voice chat and let's go and have a chit chat with Ponglish, shall we? Boys! Oh shit, I'm deafened. Hey, boys, how we doing?
Yeah, it was going well at first,
Thank
but there's so many angles that
Right.
are so nasty, right?
All right. What you guys need to do is just, you've got the drone stuff. You like what you're doing is good, right? But
Yeah.
Sam's going to try that flank again. He tried that flank on that first top round and it completely got just. I'd push Oliver on that 0. You've got
On Oliver,
yeah. On 0, that secondary gadget you've got equipped at the minute. They're hard breaches. So where they were doing that basement, you can get the hatches open or you can get hard walls open.
Okay, right.
So if you use those, you can get more prep. Even if you open it and don't intend to use it, you can open it and you've got you've got another angle that they've got to watch, even if you don't intend on using that angle.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean, my best advice, I think, for you guys would be just try and get as many walls open as you can before you commit to something. So,
Yeah.
and they don't know what they're focusing on.
Okay.
And then obviously just
okay,
keep an eye
yeah,
out because obviously as you're opening, Sam probably will try for another flank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam
Yeah.
has crazy angles, especially the
Yeah.
basement one. He was so
Yeah.
like far and
Right. You've had 45 seconds. Good luck, boys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, love you.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's your timeout from Ponglish there. They've got an inkling of what's going on, I think. They've got an idea and I've given them stuff to think about. You know, they're doing very solid and they're doing well. But I do think it is an event of they just need to really hammer down and get as many angles open as possible. And there it is.
Attackers need to
Get some more
locate and
angles open. I mean, it
defuse as
depends
many bombs as
entirely
they
what site. Of course, I can't give them I can't tell them what site their opponent is attacking, but kitchen here, it's going to be very important to get those objectives open. And Sam, as I said to Oliver, he can use those hard breach tools to open up hatches. Well, there aren't none on the objectives themselves, and you can certainly get the freezer hatch open.
Specchio looking out.
Sammy's going to be opting for the Solace, and, you know, Ponglish had a good start to this, but they've really struggled. I think they're struggling a bit more on this attack here. Sam's just got crazy angles that they're just not knowing. And
10 seconds left before
I think almost the site rotation almost actively is working against Ponglish. Because the problem is, every time Ponglish win a site, a Comban win a site, sorry, they then move to a different, because they can't defend the same one for another couple rounds. Meaning Ponglish, what they learn on that initial attack, they no longer are going to be able to apply it on the second one. And again, Comban haven't played kitchen yet. And Sammy's going to really be taking what I said earlier about him, you know, having the confidence to roam, and he's just gone for a full-on roam this time rather than the flank. He's just off site, and I'm glad I said to Ponglish now they've got to watch out for Sam, because hopefully they're gonna be keeping an eye out, because Sam's off, and obviously every time Combat and Ponglish get on a drone, Sam's gonna be using that Spec Q and that very nice BDS skin, by the way. Look at that, beautiful skin. Look at that, wonderful skin. Sam's of course gonna be using that BDS skin. That BDS skin, he's not going to be using the skin, he's using the Spec Q sensor. Try and find where these attackers are coming from. And obviously, every time Eric's on his drone, Sam can see him. Every time Oliver's on a drone, Sam can see him. So Sammy, I think he's going to have a really... And that Solace pick is really good. And you're going to have to watch out, because he could also... Sam can also open up the vertical and just spray him. And I think what I said about locking that sort of back, you know, watching for that roam on Sam... I feel like a Jackal pick might have been a good idea. Obviously, I know that I said focus on the wall opening, but you want... Because look, Sam's still upstairs. Sam's just chilling up there. And Oliver, he's chilling on his drone. And, I mean, Ponglish, they're working there, but I think they've worked out. They've got not much hard breach. So hopefully Oliver will use those can openers. Good start. And I think they're trying to find Sam now. I think that's what the current sort of set, you know, the current plan is. Eric can't get that open, but Oliver should be able to with his hard breach tools. Oliver's just having a bit of a scout in the site, but a minute left. Clock's really quickly dwindling away from Ponglish here, and not a whole lot has happened left. Sam is just lurking. He's going to be making his way down to the lobby. He might be able to catch some of them off guard here. You know, 55 seconds. Oliver's on his drone. Eric's sort of just stalled outside of ending in the lounge. He wants Oliver's help. He's going to... There you go. He's going to go and get it. Oliver's going to pop the can opener on the wall. There you go. Off it pops. And look at that. Wall's open. Marvellous. But Sam, he's outside. Sam's in the lobby. And if anyone tries to go round, which could well be Eric, he could get them. They've got to really... If you Ponglish, you want to win this at this point, they've got to really quickly get onto site and just squeeze Corey really quickly. And then hold from site. And take down... I was like, Oliver's being really cautious on those drones there, watching out for Sam, and they know where he is now. But they've got to push the site. They've got no choice but to push the site. Oh, right, it's Oliver and Sam. Oliver's going to lose the gunfight. Eric's stuck on site, pulling a goo mine out. It's for Comban. Clean him up. Get a nice, easy 7-3 victory. And there you have it. 3 more points for Sam, 3 points for Corey. Eric and Oliver, fortunately you leave with none, but a good attempt regardless. So, there you've had it, folks. Our first game of the day, all done, dusted, out the way. That timer should be a bit longer than that. Let's try that again. Hit the right button this time. There we go, that's a bit of a better button. So there you go, you've had the first match of the day, he's all done and dusted. Comban, sort of as expected, walk away with the victory, 7-3. Really good first sort of half there from Ponglish, but I think attacking those different sites really often just sort of is where it slipped away. Not being able to apply what they'd learned on the first attack to future attacks just because of the site rotation really shot them in the foot a bit there. But that's it. That's Labs for now. We'll move on to our final match of playoffs, just a few minutes, which is going to be Nicholas Fan Club versus British Polish Psychos. Don't go anywhere. See you in a few. Come out to rotate, and Corey gets it in best play I've seen from him in a good fucking while. It's fucking disgusting. He's got to try and make something happen here. Gets the first with the shotgun and goes down. Oliver hops in and walks right into the shotgun. Sam's going to be peeking round and Sam's going to get it.
Exist. God, if you exist.
Oh my god, I'm going to see it last. Oh, Eric's taking chip damage. Eric's going to go for the swing. Sam's going to take the gunfight, leaving just poor old Oliver in a 1v2. Not going to be able to do it.
Oh, he's all forgot the kill.
I'm going to get the kill. There you go. That's what you want to see.
Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? Okay, now hold up. Let me get something right off my chest. I've been meaning to read into it, time to put it to rest. Is it stress? Is it that I ain't answer your text? Don't you treat it like amnesia, you know I always forget. Stirring the pot real hot, watch how the plot thickens. Around the clock, tick tock, need more than 20 seconds to get your attention before it's on to the next thing. And I'm over here again wondering, can I hold ya, hear your truth, pull you closer, talk it through?
Girl, you know that I'm the one that you can come and complain to. Your silhouette's amazing, but your brain is a maze too.
So can you help me find my way while I find something to say?
I know the arguing just augments everything going both ways, but baby, I can see it on your face.
I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Everything you want, but you can't have. Number one regret, no takebacks. The hole in your chest, that's payback. Payback, yeah, you better take that. You could call me selfish and critical, I could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya. This might hurt, but that's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just karma. Go and play the part, play the victim. Throw a pity party with your demons. Blaming everybody and you're screaming, screaming. But I'm the one bleeding. You're the one that's selfish and critical, you could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya. This might hurt, that's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just karma. Oh, so suddenly you're poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking, so get yourself to safety. Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'm at you like a hurricane. Don't stay, away, 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 away.
apologies for the slightly extended one there, folks. We were just crunching some numbers in terms of round differentials, who's going to win what, and I'll break it down for you. We're going to go map veto quickly because we're very likely to get into the game quite quickly. So map vetoes are above: Outback ban, Plain ban, Lair ban, Emerald ban, standard bans, and random decider is Consulate. So we were deciding round differentials, you know, because that's a very crucial thing, because the way it stands in a minute, we're going to have a three-way point tie between... We're going to be having a three-way point tie between Oliver, Corey, and Eric. So how we've worked out the round differential is, if this game, it needs to be a 7-3 or better from BPS. Otherwise, Eric is not going to be in the competition anymore. As it stands, Corey is safe in the second or third position, where... So in the second and third position, how we do that, let's break down the tiebreakers first. So how we do the tiebreakers, we've got a three-way tiebreaker, which is, as it stands, what the possibility looks like. How three-way tiebreaker is going to be is we then look at round differential. Player with the lowest round differential from all three in the tiebreaker is out of the tiebreaker, and then there's a settle 1v1 between the other two. So as it stands, Corey has high enough of a round differential. He's currently sitting at +2, so his round differential is positive to the point where even if he loses this game in dramatic fashion, with the way everything else plays out, he is safe in that second or third position to stay in the tiebreakers. However, Oliver and Eric, they're in a bit of a precarious position. Oliver's sitting at -2, Eric's sitting at a -6. So, we crunched the maths out. If this is anything worse than a 7-3 for Eric, so for the side of BPS, if they do not win this in 7-3 or better, Eric is eliminated from playoffs. If they win this 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, Eric has safely confirmed his spot inside of tiebreakers. If NFC get 4 rounds out of this, I believe it then becomes a tie where Corey will stay ahead, Oliver and Eric will battle it out for the bottom spots. Anything worse than a 7-4, and then you're looking at a position where Oliver will actually go into the tiebreaker 1v1s. So if you're looking at this from NFC's point of view, you're not looking to win here. You need to win 4 rounds before they win 7. I mean, this is, of course, all on accordance that this game is going to go the way we expect it to, which is a BPS. Total dominance from BPS here. That's, of course, the way we're expecting it. As you saw, Clubhouse, this is Consulate. Consulate is Battleground we've chosen here. A very familiar map for Sam and Eric. These two, you may recall your mind back to the 1v1 these two had, where we had the little best of 3. And these two settled it on this very map. So I've not changed the things at all, have I? Oopsie doopsie me. Right, let's very quickly change that one over. Eric can stay on the right. Left top. Sam can go over to the right. And we can go over to there. There we go. Right. We have settled now. Apologies for that little slight projection. There's a lot of work to do in 10 minutes in between the rounds. What can we say? But we're in it now. NFC, BPS, seeing a top floor defense to start with. And because we've seen Fem reward. Now the bans are a bit interesting here. The Blitz and the Clash ban from NFC. They don't want to play against the Shields on Eric. Fair enough. Fair dues. Don't blame you. But BPS, they banned the Jackal and the Cat can. Which tells me 2 things. 1, on their defense, BPS are going to want to roam. 2, on their attacks, BPS are going to want to go fast. And I think that may be what they want to do here. They just want to shock and awe the hell out of them. Which I think is a valid strategy. Eric is playing the Warden, sort of focusing against the Execute utility. And, oh, what's this? Balcony breach is open. Argus cams are in. Grimbees are in. NFC are going fast. They really want this one. They want it now. Oh, Gory's already in the small little catering room here. Sam, that's disgusting. Little punch hole open. Ready watching the door. Eric, he's stood behind waiting for something else to happen. Got the glance goggles. Not going to come in to use this fact, but outlet, he takes a bit of laser damage from the Argus cam there. This is where a C4 would come in really nice. Luckily, they ain't got one in pocket, because otherwise it'd be over very quickly for NFC. And they're almost at this bit of like a stalemate here. They want to work out what to do next. The problem is you go into catering here, there's not a lot of options. You're stuck in a very tiny little room with one way in, one way out. There's not a lot of ways you can turn this into a full site, especially when you've got both really talented guns of BPS watching you, ready to take a gunfight, ready to mop you both up, and I think that's what's eventually going to happen here. Could try waiting them out, I suppose. That is a valid tactic. We know these two are very, especially Sam has itchy trigger finger. He just wants to shoot. But always thinking about it. Grim Launcher. How1 Hive's going to go out, and are they going to mark? Nope, they're not going to. They're going to miss their mark. They're behind the shield. Sammy's safe tucked behind the wall on the punch hole. Then they think better of it. Corey's gone off. And presumably Oliver's going to follow. They're going to try something else. Presumably, yeah, they're going to be hopping in here. They're going to go into closet. Closet, into piano. Possibly doing a yellow or a spiral push here, depending on what they fancy doing. But they're running low on time. 40 seconds left. NFC need to make something happen here. And when they do, they need to make it happen fast, luckily. Corey's using these Cam-on Hives. I love the way he's using them. He's using them to quickly drone ahead of him. He's trying to scout locations, find possibilities of where people can't be. Quickly say, right, there's not going to be anyone here. Eric drops Corey. Eric drops Sam. Eric drops Oliver. And that's a very, very easy, nice, quick first round there. Shut down for BPS. Now, dare I say it, I think we're in a position where, if you're looking at this from NFC, they know, because I told them personally, they've got to get to a point where they've only got to get 4 rounds. So I don't think they're going to be looking at this aiming for the win. I think they're just going to be looking at this aiming for the 4 rounds, if I'm being honest, because I think they know full well the odds of them winning this are unlikely. Now, Corey on the Deimos, if I'm being honest, I'm going to say it, I don't love the Deimos pick. Just on account of these two, you know, you look at BPS, they're really talented gunners. But as much as the Deimos will let you know where they are, they're also going to know where Corey is, and then you're forcing yourself into a 1v1 here, which is great if you've skill to win 1v1s and aim to win 1v1s. But I don't know if that's quite something NFC have. But you could also use it to quickly get a quick ping on roamers, so perhaps it's not the worst pick. I suppose time will tell. Oliver's going to switch off from the 0 onto the fuse. Corey, he's got his head in his hands. He's thinking about something here. Let's just see how this one pans out. Right, into the action phase. Off we go. Just going to be seeing drones going out. You know, NFC, I think they're going to play this game cautiously. I think we're going to see a lot of rounds like the previous one, where they're a bit slower. Less like the attacks aren't going to be fast. They're just going to be clearing things out. They're playing cautious because they know they've got to win it through strategy, not gunfight. Because if you try and take head-on gunfights with BPS, they're going to do BPS things and donk you in the head. Yes, I'm calling in the term BPS things. And I'm going to be saying that a lot through the remaining 30-odd minutes of this match. But alas, we'll see when BPS get up to BPS things. Eric, he's just going to be chilling here in the cafeteria. Sammy's going to be flicking through cams in the garage, anticipating hard breach, but I don't think it's going to happen. Ping's the one coming in bottom of yellow. Pick up the mute jammer, deciding they're not going to come through there. I'm going to get relocated to the yellow door. Smart one. I was just chilling outside yellow. And Corey's sort of chilling out here, and I think this is another thing. NFC, they're just chilling again. But they're taking this very slowly. Very cautiously, mind you. You know what I'd expect from them, but it's the point where slow becomes too slow. Now, you want to see Oliver rotate up where Corey is, start doing vertical work on the fuse from above, but I don't think he is. Oh no, he's going to go in, and he's going to try and knock the staircase. Warden has been targeted by Deimos, but the death mark fails because he stands on a mute jammer. Forgot that was an interaction. Oh look, Sam's tucked in the corner here, and I think Oliver's might just... He was about to walk into him, but I think he thinks better of it. Instead, going to decide to fall back and use the drone. Or go join Corey upstairs and get to work on doing some fusing, which is clever. So let's see how this one goes, shall we? It's going to go down. It's going to take some mute jammers out, but ultimately not going to harm any players. And I think there's not enough going on here really for the mute jammers to be a threat to players. They're just going to really sort of slow down. They're just sort of going to move them around a bit and take out utility. But Oliver's going to keep working on it with mute jammers, trying to find some more floors he can pop them on. Fuse charges Corey. He's made his way down into the likely hallway here, and he's thrown a frag grenade. That's sort of giving away almost where he's coming in from. But he's just got to decide where he wants to push this from. He's moving security and through the back site here, but he doesn't really know he's going to get a frag grenade through. It's going to get the barricade open. But Eric's right there on the other side, and I don't know if he quite knows. Hopefully in a second you'll see Warden was targeted, but Oliver gets one onto Sam. Oh, Eric gets one back and it's a 1v1 again. Oliver's about 50 HP from that previous engagement though, but he said it, so instead of going for the kill, he's going to decide to stick the diffuser down, which is clever. Because Eric's back in sight, I don't think he really knows. The diffuser goes down. Eric, he knows it's in the other side, but he's got to go and get to it now. And Oliver can just hide back. Does have the pings though. Eric knows where he's going to be swinging from. Oliver's just got to play this. Play this slow. He hears him on the left. Just hold the tight angle.
Position compromised.
Pros don't fake, right? Pros don't fake, and Oliver runs right at him. Pros do fake. BPS doing BPS things. Win another round. And get a 2-0 lead to kick us off here.
Defenders
There you go.
disabled the diffuser.
Ample time.
Bomb defusing attempt
Nice
failed.
and easy for
Defenders win.
BPS. Good attempt though. Really good attempt there from NFC. Were able to actually get the plant down. Bit of lack of intel there from BPS, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It wasn't enough of a giveaway for NFC to be able to capitalise on it. That's the difference there. Now as we move into round 3, going to be seeing a Piano Expo defense, and BPS going to keep just moving around. Just going to keep wandering around. Corey's gone for the Carly pick, which is an interesting one, got to say. So, an interesting one on the Carly pick. Sam's going shotgun mute. Eric's going Ella combo. They're just playing comfort ops here at this point, which I like from them, to be fair. And what other thing I'd like to redirect our eyes to is this exact matchup. It was played under different team names. Slightly less appropriate team names. But it was played under different team names in the previous iteration of the Showdown series. And it was a 5-0 in the fashion of what is now British Polar Shikos. So, when we look at this, we're thinking, right, they should really be winning this 7-1, 7-2. And so far, that track record looks like it's going to continue.
10 seconds
And
left.
I really want to see some attacks here. And my heart, just because I want to see some attacks, I really want NFC to win a round or 2 on defense, just so we get to see more than one BPS attack.
Attackers are heading
But
out to defuse a bomb.
whether that's going to happen or not, I'm not sure. I don't want to say this is a done deal this early on, but I think we know what the expectations are here, and I think NFC are just going to have to try and play against them. As we all predicted, the closest affair was the game we played the other night. Sammy's got a tiny little prone hole here with the shotgun. I'm going to catch anyone who's silly enough to vault into closet. Eric is also going to get Grismot mine under there. Thunder mine translates it. Oh, one's hopped in. Corey's going to do a lot of damage onto Eric there, and Eric's going to fall back. I think he's waiting for a challenge from Sam, but it's not going to come through. And, oh, Sam swings Oliver, drops the diffuser in closet, and they know where Corey is now. The calls are there. Oh, C4, nice attempt from Sam there, but it was just a bit too quick on the C4 there. I can't remember whether the Pro League rule set disables the visualization of where you're throwing, but it most certainly stops it there. Now, they just got, if you're BPS, you just got to tuck away, play this slow now. You know where Corey is. He's just chilling. Corey, I don't think he's going to try anything. If I'm him, I just want to secure an exit frag here onto Eric. But he's a sliver of HP, so realistically, you can win it against Eric, and you could possibly make it happen against Sam. He's got 1 minute and 40 seconds, but I think if he knows if he goes on his drone, he's going to get pushed. So he's sort of got a... Undermine's going to go off. Pushing out, Eric's going to toss another one, and immediately Corey sprays out, pulls back. Knowing he's getting challenged from a lot of angles. There's a lot of players watching him. Eric's just playing it a bit safer, I think, on the sliver of HP. Try not to die at all here. Corey's trying to bait out the 1v1, but I just don't think it's going to happen here, if I'm being honest. Eric's going to rotate round back on the site, which let's give Corey a bit more wiggle room to play with, I suppose. No, he's not going to go back on site. He's going to make the noise that he was. Bait Corey into running at him. Very clever from Eric there. I like that. Whether intentional or not, he baits him. He destroys the side barricade, giving Corey the inkling. Oh, he's fallen back. Spoiler alert, he's not fallen back. He's going to run right back to you. Pop you in the face there. BPS get third. And can now rotate back onto the really strong site, their primary site of choosing office and meeting. And I think they're going to win this round as well, possibly. I mean, this is another one of the things. If you're NFC here, I wouldn't even know what to say to them in the call out at the minute, because, I mean, the biggest thing seems to be just the confidence, but that's something you can't really coach into them midway through the game. You know, they're playing scared, which they should be. If I'm being honest, they should be scared, but, you know, they're playing scared. They're playing with no sort of, excuse me, they're playing with no sort of decisiveness. They're not really playing like they know what they want to do. They're sort of playing more like a team that doesn't really sort of know what they want to do. But that's not an issue. Well, it is an issue. But NFC, they've got a few more opportunities. They've got at least 4 more opportunities to try and win around here. The problem is, that
5 seconds remaining.
if Oliver wants to stay in this competition, he's got to win. Oh, Sam, you...
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb
This is
and defuse it.
disgusting, Sam. They're 0-3 down, Sam. You don't have to do this to them, Sam. No, that's disgusting. Corey does not look happy. Sam, they didn't even get a chance. Let them leave spawn, man. Corey takes his headset off and presumably is done with this game. And I wouldn't blame him right that's just Sam flexing his wings, letting him know he's the boss of this map. Him and Eric, they run Consulate. This is their town. This is their city. Oh, that's just... ouch. I feel bad. I feel bad watching this. Because poor Oliver, he doesn't really know this map too well. Corey has got up and left. Oh, we like to have a bit of fun here, but that was just disrespectful. We encouraged them a little bit, but oh, poor Oliver, he's going to try and repel into top spiral here, but I just don't really see this capitalising into a round. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, Sam wins that. An ace for him. Side off with a disgusting spawn peak kill and nice little P90 brute into the sky. Corey. Corey's back. I did not expect Oliver to be up there. Oh, that was a round of Rainbow Six Siege. That was certainly a round. I don't know if I have much analysis to give on that. That was a round of Siege. I think that was just BPS kind of flexing their wings a little, going, oh yeah. We know for a fact here we're sort of the stronger side, and we should quite comfortably be winning this one out. You know, 4-0 up for BPS. They're going to return to the base. Now, of all the attacks they've had so far, this is the only one where NFC have been able to secure a kill, and they also got a plant down. So I'm not saying they've got a big chance here, but they've got a better chance I think they have on the other side's one. This was certainly BPS's weakest looking defense from the way the rounds played out. So yeah, here it goes. Lineup's going to be the same, similar to 4 Fuse, but instead of Deimos going to be opting with gridlock to stop the flanks. Smart, because I think now BPS are getting a bit further ahead. They're getting carried away. You know, Sam said in between the games he doesn't want to play hockey, but why not get into their heads a little bit? You know, because really, especially if you're Eric, you know, Sam, if he gets 1 point from this game, he's won. There's no way anyone else can catch up to him. He would have won every single game he would have been in. However, Eric, at this rate, looks like he's going to have to play the tiebreaker 1v1 against what will be Corey. If we continue on this trend, he's going to play tiebreaker 1v1 against Corey. If you absolutely demolish them, peak them silly, play silly against them, but they still lose to it, Corey's mentally shattered going into... Absolutely shattered going into the next game. And, oh, Eric's going to go for a spring, but Corey's going to get him. As I was saying, Eric should completely try and destroy Corey's mental. Corey just absolutely destroys Eric and leaves Sam in a 1v2, shotgun in hand. He sees the track stingers, but he's going to have to watch out for them, giving away his position there. Oh no. Oh no. C4 goes out, confirms kill on Corey. No, it doesn't. But Oliver was back on the drone there. Bit of a gunfight going between the two. Oliver's a bit shaky on the recoil there. Sam definitely confirms the kill. You know, had those stats. I agree with you, King. And he's stuck himself underneath security desk. Oliver in a 1v1. I mean, he could make it happen. If that was a soft wall there, Sam would be very dead. It was not a soft wall. It's a very hard wall. Very hard concrete wall. And they know where each other are, but Sam's got a bit more wiggle room here. He's also got time on his side. He should be able to close this one out. So he totally rotates to a different angle. And I think this is about where you can just, you know, Oliver, he's going to try and win it, but he doesn't know where. He could hang back with the drone, but I think as soon as that drone goes out, not only are you not going to be able to get too far because of the mute jammers, I'm assuming there's still one on the kitchen doorway, so you won't be able to drone out too far. As I say that, he drones in and sees Sam. As I say that, well, he knows where Sam is now. That's positive. But he's got to be able to capitalise on that intel a bit. Cluster charge is going to go in, but it's not going to do much than destroy a bit of utility. Blum, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. And Sammy's just going to hold the tight angle now. 50 seconds left on the clock. Surely he can win this one. Surely, right? There you go. Sees Oliver. Oliver's not looking in the particularly correct direction. Oliver's just locked out here. He's going to have to think of ways. So he's going to run across. But then Sam's going to try and take it with the shotgun. He gets a bit cocky. Corey looks happy to win that one. As I would be if you're BPS. That's a big boost there. If you are NFC. I mean, I did say that was the weakest looking defense, but that wasn't. That basement was a weak looking defense, but they're going to go for it again. But I don't think it was the defense that was weak. I think it was more so that Sam just tried to take a peek really aggressively with the shotgun. Whether that was just getting a bit cocky or whether that was a bit more trying to get ahead and win it. Not entirely sure what that one, what they are behind taking that with a shotgun was, but it proves NFC can win a round, and they're a couple of rounds away. And we're not going to get carried away at all here, because if we go on the current trend, NFC will get 2, which won't be enough. If they get him for every 4 they get him, the game will be over. But if NFC can get another round after this, end on a 4-2, they then go to defense, which hold on, sorry, it doesn't play in the free cam. Oh, it does actually. Sorry, I enjoy music way too much. But NFC, if they can get another round here, they're only 2 rounds away from knocking Eric out of the tournament. Considering he was our favourite to, of course he was our favourite, come play devil's advocate here. But this is the problem. They're struggling in this more team-oriented setting. And I think this is, he plays this game a lot more. He's going to struggle a lot less than Sam, sorry. He's going to struggle in this team setting. But, he's been doing well so far. Really good so far. So he's going to be hopping in. And I think we're going to be trying a main breach attack this time. Oh, did someone just shoot her? But hey, look, we're finally seeing some hard breach. Look, the wall's going to get opened, right, guys? Right? Hopefully. Please, open wall. Hey, the wall's getting opened. The NFC have opened the main breach wall. Eric's going to be trying to take the gunfight from a long angle here onto Oliver, but they're going to have to try and find some way to capitalise on this. Rory's got one more stun left in back pocket. And look, he's going to swing wide, and Eric drops, and they've got a really nice cross here. Really nice cross NFC. And they're sort of just effectively locked Oliver out now. A lot of goo mines there being put up by the breach. Oliver's going to spot them out. He wants to spot out the other 2 players. He doesn't see either of them from under the car here, and he knows if he loses this drone, he's... Has he got one more? No, he does not. So, he does a bit of damage onto touch grass, guys. Tell him to touch grass. No, they're not gonna touch grass. They don't do that here. They're gonna touch your forehead with a bullet, most likely. Just counting down the clock now. Oliver is going to try and take the goo mines out, and I think Sam was taking the opportunity there, thinking about going for a bit of a swing while Oliver was looking in the wrong direction, but Oliver's out there. There's not really a lot he can do. Being honest, he's going to go in, but one of them, they're going to blast him in the face. Sam's going to swing it with the SMG-11. Oliver knows where he is, but it's going to be a head-on gunfight between the 2. Oliver's going to take some damage. He's thinking about it. He's thinking. He goes on his phone. Okay. Just load up Clash of Clans in the middle of a round. Clash of Clans do a bit of a town hall raid. He's just flexing a little bit. With Dokkaebi, you can do the gritty animation. He's not quite Dokkaebi. He's mute, a bit different. They're both sort of nerdy operators in the lore, but can't hit the gritty with mute, unfortunately. But they're going to want to hit him in the head. 20 seconds now. Oliver's just running out of time to make something do here. He's got a breach and charge in hand. Sam rounds it with a shotgun. BPS 5-1 par. Now, I hate to be the pessimist, but I don't really see this working out for NFC. I think we've almost all but confirmed our playoff brackets. And we are pretty ready for the final couple rounds here. NFC, you know, they're struggling to get on the board. The one round they have got was really more through a mess up on Sam's behalf as opposed to a something strong on the side of their own side, really.
Defenders,
So
protect your bombs from being
they're gonna
defused by attackers.
keep on going. But then again, side 2 flip now. Fenrir is going to come out. Oliver's going to go on the Echo, and we're going to see what they can make do. You know, you never know. Siege is a game of two halves. NFC could start stringing together defenses here, but if they're going to do it, they've got to do it fast, and they've got to do it in a dominant fashion, because notice this, if Sam wins this round, he wins the competition. And he wins this round, he gets 1 point from this game guaranteed in by getting to match point, and he wins.
10 seconds left before
Reinforcing wall.
Which then, of course, leaves it to settle out between Corey, Eric, and Oliver.
attackers are moving to
Of course,
defuse
now
the bomb.
three-way tiebreaker. That was almost inevitable, regardless of the outcomes of the day. But let's see what NFC are cooking on the attack. You know, I said with that Capcan ban, they look to go fast. Eric's going on the Blackbeard, which is just disgusting. I mean, come on, guys. As Ralph Wiggum said, stop it. He's already dead. Yeah, I'm not saying NFC are quite dead yet, but they're close to it here. Corey's going for a peek into spawn a bit late in the round there, but you know what? Sure. That's what you want to go for. Eric's watching it, though. I think if Corey looks the wrong way, his head will get absolutely taken off. Oliver is still barricading up, and if continuing Corey's streaks of slightly interesting run-outs. Really interesting run-out there from Corey. That was an interesting run out. Oh, and the dread mines have been. Oh no, the dread mines have been hacked. Oliver's shooting at shadows. He's scared. He's feared. Oh no. He's locked in catering. They know where he is, and Eric's going to run in, mop it up, and we move on to match point. Congratulations, El Samo. We're going to give him the congrats in chat. Congrats, Sam. You win. We've got to give him congratulations where it's due. He wins. Sam will be fine. I'm going to give NFC some encouragement because I think they sorely need it this late into the game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
He
many
wants it, he
bombs
really does. See, they're going to really want, you know, the problem is they've got to win 3 rounds in a row. If they want to keep in this competition, they're going to have to win 3 rounds in a row. If Oliver wants to in this competition, and he's been putting up the most numbers this game, in all fairness. This game, he's got 2 kills. Corey's only got the 1.
10 seconds to go.
Eric's got 8 and Sam's got 5. So I think we're pretty certain on who's got the bigger chance of winning this one here. But again,
Attackers
just gonna
objective
wait
is
and
to
see.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
just get right into it and see, guys. In the basement this time around. We've got a Maverick. Not seen a Maverick for Hard Breach yet. I think that knocks out our Hard Breach bingo. We've had all the Hard Breach operators bought across the tournaments now, which is always nice to see. Nice to see a bit of operator diversity, but Legion, a ever popular pick. Not with the shotgun, mind you, but he's ever popular pick. And Corey, he's still on the top floor as Cab. I mean, if there's a time to pull out something wacky, try and catch him off a bit, it's now. But look, they're going to just... Sam's going to try and... I think he's trying to replicate what he's seen in pro play. Sort of do the top, do the bottom. But so I've got a feeling there's not enough practice been done here. Corey's giving a bit of a pep talk to Ollie as he's sort of running around. of trying to give them any ideas. But I don't know quite. There's no one in the building yet. They're all just chilling outside garage, and Sam's going to continue to try and make this breach work. I must admit, I've seen cleaner, but he's going for it. But the problem is, I think he's going to run out of juice before he actually gets to breach. Yeah, there's a lot of holes in that, and he's going to run out of juice. So that wall is staying shut for the duration of this round, which is a small issue, but I don't think for BPS that's a big issue. What may be a big issue here is Corey's going to go for another run out and get absolutely smoked again. Oh dear. Right, Oliver, 1 versus 2. What can he get going? He's going to get some pistol shots off, but Sam's going to drop him. BPS win it dominantly in a 7-1 fashion. What we almost expected from them. GGs are in chat. Nice 7-1 victory with Eric absolutely storming the way through there. So there we have it. We have gone through all of our base games tonight. So what I'm going to do is, rather than break down that one too much, there's not much to break down, I'm going to pause it on to a break, and then I'm going to come back in a couple minutes. We're going to discuss the tiebreakers, we're going to get everything set up, and we're going to be right with you in the tiebreakers. Be back ever so shortly. Come out to rotate, and Corey gets it. Best play I've seen from him in a good fucking while. It's fucking disgusting. He's got to try and make something happen. Gets the first with the shotgun and goes down. Oliver hops in and walks right into the shotgun. Sam's going to be peeking round, and Sam's going to get it. Exist. God, if you exist. Oh my god, I'm going to see it last. Oh, Eric's taking chip damage. Eric's going to go for the swing. Sam's going to take the gunfight, leaving just poor old Oliver in a 1v2. Not going to be able to do it.
Oh, he's not got the kill.
I'm gonna get the kill. There you go. That's what you want to see.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had bricks back then. I'm on the hip in case the ops pull up. My homie Tommy always had the hook up. You
I got lost tonight. Under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky. I got lost tonight. Under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find. Under the stars up in the sky. I don't know where to take this. I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment. We're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder, but never getting older. Baby, it's you and I. You and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. Oh, you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. You see that you're leaving me. The same thing you said last night. You can't do it peacefully. You won't go without a fight. So when I go, I know you'll follow me. I don't want slamming doors. No, no, just wait and see. You'll feel it naturally. There's no one else I see. I know you'll follow me. I don't know where to take this. I don't wanna break this. We're living in the moment. We're living in the moment. Your head is on my shoulder. We're never getting older. Baby, it's you and I. You and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky. Oh, you and I. Yeah, we're stars in the sky.
Sometimes you feel weak. The fear you carry inside wakes you up. The overplaying pattern of memory hides your true face. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You'll try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Follow the light if you're not sure. Listen to your gut. The right path will come when the time is right. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You'll try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
Corey needs to use his game sense.
Yeah, Corey needs to use his game sense here. Once again, I'm very clever and remembered to set up the cameras. So
Ooh.
I'm just gonna quickly get through this. Right, there we go. We are in it. Oh, the grim ban. It's a target ban and a half there. That's mean.
Just a little bit.
Can't be doing the target bans.
Corey, right back at it.
Yeah, right back at it with a target ban. I thought, to be fair, I'd say like, oh, Eric should be playing the Montaigne more. It's been banned every bloody game.
Yeah, and the one game that me and Eric were together and it wasn't banned, he didn't even use it.
Well, it's not like you got much of a chance to attack that last game, really, was it?
Yeah.
You got what, 2 rounds?
And Valk, bro, these target bans.
these guys are just...
Let me get Fenrir.
Has to be, surely. Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, over here.
Surprise, surprise.
Shocked face, no one. God.
This is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. What are you reckoning? What's the score going to be? 'Cause it's 1st to 4. No, yeah, 1st to 4.
It's either going to be a really, really clean sweep from Eric.
Yeah.
Or Corey's going to use his game sense, which it looks like he might be doing with a Deimos.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to watch out for those lesion mines.
That's true.
This could be interesting.
I think it's going to be spicy. I've got to be honest, this is going to be a spicy one. This is quick. Even better. Corey's going to get 4-0 to go for dinner. That's the plan. I mean, Eric starts in the basement. I mean, if you look at Pro League, it's the best site, but this ain't Pro League. If it wasn't obvious by now. We are,
Bomb located by attackers.
bottom of the barrel league. The least competitive games on Rainbow Six Siege history. Right here. Tiebreakers of the Showdown Series. So, just because I didn't actually get a chance to pre-game that one, I just want to brief everyone of what we're doing. So, we had a 3-way tie between Oliver, Corey, and Eric. Now, Oliver's round differential was the lowest out of everyone there, so it ended up being him on -8. He was eliminated from the tournament. Corey had a +/-4 round differential. Eric had a 0 round differential, meaning that those two ended up in a tiebreaker 1v1 to settle for 2nd place. Now, of course, Eric had the advantage round differential, so he got to pick the side he starts on. He starts on defense. Tiebreaker rules are a little different to regular rules. As you saw, it's 1st to 4, and you swap sides every single round. And all on Oregon. If we would have had multiple to play, it would have all been on Oregon, so it's a classic map. Not featured in the regular map pool, actually, which I know no one really is happy about that, but I'm very happy about that. It's the first time I've had to cast Oregon all day. I got to cast Labs earlier. Hey!
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Okay.
Oh, I was very happy about Labs. I was like, I stopped my favourite map in this game at this point. I love Labs.
Yeah. So Corey's coming down backstairs, but he's got no more drones, but he does have that Deimos ability for intel, which he's going to go and use.
Yeah. Thing is, though, it gives Eric his position as well.
Yeah.
He's going to try and get wall bangs.
I think Corey's going to get sprayed here right off the bat. He's got potential, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he knows. But the Deimos is going to give him the intel. Oh! This is a proper Western standoff here. Revolver out.
Yeah.
I don't actually know who's going to run away with this. Let's keep in mind, Corey's got 2 more Deimos strikers. Look, there you go. 2nd death mark goes out.
I reckon this is going to be a recurring theme this game, the use of Deimos.
Does Eric have Deimos?
Oh, but the Legion Mine.
Yeah, Legion Mine, Eric knows. I mean, they know.
Eric's just going to... Yeah, I mean, Eric knows, but he didn't push up. He got double Legion Mine, took a little bit of health off of that.
I mean, they're both fairly similar health pool now.
I don't know why Corey's watching the drone hole.
Trying to get a grenade for it. But,
yeah.
And I think he's just going to stall. Final death mark goes out.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to need to use this here. He doesn't realise Eric is right round to his left. Eric's going to back up, but he's stuck in the corner. Oh!
He's planting.
Eric doesn't know!
Eric, look at Corey! Corey's face, he's proper happy about this. He thinks he's gotten away with it. He's gotten away with robbery there! Corey knows exactly where he's coming from.
Oh! And a headshot to finish it off.
What a beautiful
What
round.
a good first round.
I know, good use of the Deimos there, and I think Eric's gonna really regret not banning that. I think.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a. I think this is gonna be a very tight game.
Yeah.
Definitely has potential. Obviously, side just switched now. Corey's gonna be on the defense. He's going for the mute for the Deimos counter. Is Eric gonna try a Deimos play?
I don't think he has
he doesn't have him
Deimos.
unlocked.
He doesn't have him, Dave. He doesn't have Deimos.
He doesn't have Deimos unlocked. This is so one-sided. He's gonna go the Iana instead. Well, I mean, Corey clearly hasn't noticed, and I mean, the mute jammer is still going to be useful.
Yeah.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Wow.
That is going to be a challenge, though. Real challenge there, yeah.
Eric is confused on his drone. Where is he? No, he's going to head upstairs. He's going to find the site. Yeah.
Just he's not going to get mute jammed either.
No.
I mean, Corey's gone into this, I think, knowing he wants to do the Deimos thing.
Yeah.
So.
Corey, does he not hear that drone? That's a awkward placing for a mute jammer.
5 seconds left.
No, don't hear it.
No.
SMG on there.
Attackers are heading out.
He's going to go for a spawn peek. Is Eric going to fall for it, though?
Possibly. If Corey just holds his nerve here, he might get away with this. I don't think he's going to be expecting it.
No. Oh! No,
I don't think so.
Does Corey hear him repelling? Yes, he does, I think.
Yeah, he'll know where.
Surely. Yeah.
Yeah, here's him on the balcony.
Yeah, he knows he's on balcony. Eric's going to go for the drone. And the way that these mute jammers are set up, he can effectively drone sight clearly now his drone's in there. He knows where Corey is.
And Corey's going to want that drone because, like you said, now it's in there, it's very hard. It's very easy for him to just drone about.
Yeah.
Eric, you gonna break open the bedroom window.
Corey's holding a good angle here.
Yeah.
The only thing from that distance, though, he's going to have to control the recoil. He's going to know now when Eric briefly peeks round, it's going to be an Iana. Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
So Eric just cleared the first 2 rooms.
Yeah, he's getting in there, but
slowly but surely.
Yeah, and to be fair,
he's burned half of his... Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you don't need to. I mean, the time management here, like,
no,
you know, timing was good last round. It seems that Eric's making good progress this round.
Wait, that's very true. Actually, those mute jammers will stop the Iana clone.
Yeah, but as you saw there, Eric got one and possibly impact EMP. No, there's still one on Wolf Door.
Still one on that door. Yeah,
can't get it.
Which Corey got.
So he's got to try and get rid of the mute jammer, but if he's going to swing that, he's going to walk right into Corey.
Ooh.
Well, Corey's going to miss the shots, and there's a gunfight
They both
now.
know where each other are. Eric's pushing up. Does Corey know? He does.
Oh, doesn't catch his mark.
No, he doesn't know.
He's close. Oh, Eric.
The fight. Didn't realise he was in sight. Be interesting to see who they're going to pick this time. Is Corey going to go straight back onto the Deimos?
Surely he got her. It single-handedly won in the last round almost. Like, surely.
It did.
Surely you go back to Deimos.
Jackal.
I mean, similar operator. Right.
Yeah. It's going to be good intel, but he's got the smoke to, you know, play time a little bit, push him back.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now, I'm going to stick my hand out and say something different here. The Jackal is a better pick here than the Deimos. I truly think.
Yeah.
Reason being, Jackal doesn't reveal his own position. He's got secondary shotgun for busting walls open, because Eric, we know for a fact, does not reinforce everything he needs to. And he's got that smoke, those smoke grenades. So if you do need to plant, you can plant. And if you ask me, the C7E is infinitely a better gun than the AK. So,
and also to add on to about Jackal being better, once you've used up all your Jackal scans, you can still equip your glasses and see footsteps to get a rough idea of where he's going to be.
Exactly. I think there's a lot stronger utility on the Jackal here, but
yeah,
of course, really, it could be. I think this look could be.
That's a nice proxy placement
Yeah.
from Eric there.
Oh, which one? The one.
Just the other side of the wall there, next to that sheet metal on the other side of the barricade. You went past it, literally opposite the barricade.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
There you go. That's a cute little one.
Fairly hidden.
Yeah.
Corey ain't gonna see it as he's walking around the corner, and he's gonna know exactly where he
You can
is.
tell it's fairly hidden. I didn't see it. But, and Eric's just going to chill back a kitchen. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing. When you're doing these 1v1s as well, you take a while to do the setup.
Yes.
Like, look, Eric's still setting up, doing reinforcements. Well, Corey is creeping up shower corridor. Gets one proxy alarm. Oh, I hate watching this on the observer cam.
Oh my god, is Eric going to hear that? He doesn't.
Oh, he thinks he's coming the other way still. Surely he... If he watches it, he'll see the... Oh, no.
Oh my, that is very close.
Corey was a couple steps closer. He'd see his footprints and he'd be blasted to Kingdom Come. I don't like this.
Yeah. It's very intense. I don't like the way Eric's laying down.
No, he's doing that a lot. Like, he lays down quite a lot, to be fair.
Corey puts a claymore on the drone hole.
I mean, to be fair, that is
Which
such...
could stump him.
To be fair, Eric was chilling there earlier.
Yeah.
So, could work, but you also need to force him back into that position, which is the harder part, because he's not in that anymore. He's in the middle of dining. There you go.
Oh, Corey's going to see some feet.
He's got what he wants.
How's Eric going to react here?
Because that's the thing, he doesn't know where...
Eric hears him, though. Oh!
Oh, gunfight. Eric's going to win it.
He gets the headshot.
Corey don't look happy with that.
No.
I mean, I don't... That first round for Corey worked really well, but it was because of that continual pressure.
Yeah.
I don't think that was applied so well that round just gone.
No.
It was very on, off, on, off, on, off, and it gave Eric a lot of time to sort of adapt and react. Whereas you look back at round one and you go at it with a perspective of, oh, Eric was constantly being backpedaled. You know, he started his defense inside of E-Box and ended up falling all the way back into laundry,
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
into laundry, into the little box that I can definitely remember the name of, all the way back to laundry, back to washing machines. Like, he fell and pushed him all the way back through the round. Did it really quickly, really pacey. That's just not happened since. And
For his defense here, he's going to go with kitchen dining. Oh, Corey looks like something a little bit of lag there.
having a bit of a lag spike.
Attackers have
And
discovered the
Malusi.
location of the bomb.
Yeah. Eric sees, but does Eric really know what Malusi's ability is straight
10
off the
seconds
bat?
left.
I think so. I think he played right round when Malusi released. She was busted.
Yeah.
I remember when she first came out,
Attackers
free
are heading
speed,
out to defuse the
Legion's SMG. She was fucking disgusting when she first came out, and she sort of...
Oh, this could be naughty from Corey here, holding a small tower.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if Eric knows.
Eric doesn't know where he is.
No, he's droning inside a site. I mean, we've not had an off-site hold all, so it could work.
But Eric doesn't look like he's going to go for it unless he goes to the top of small tower. Which it doesn't look like he's going to do.
No, we're going to big tower instead.
Corey's checking cams, trying to find out exactly where he is. He doesn't have a clue. He doesn't realise Eric's in.
No. No.
Eric back on a drone, confused. Where on earth is Corey?
I mean, you'll look at this and go, like, look at the site. There's a lot of space between these two right now. Site totally
100%.
uncontested.
Yeah.
And I think it's so much a case of, like, who reacts on this intel first. Who's going to...
Yeah.
If
Is Eric going to see that site's completely clear, rushing and try and go for a plant? Which it looks like he might be going to do.
Because look here, this shower corridor, it's so barricaded off, where to the point where, if Eric starts planting, Corey's going to have to make noise to come back in. Gets rid of Banshee.
Surely Corey heard those shots. Is he now going to go for the flank on Eric?
I think he is.
He's
going for
still
the long
droning sight, trying to find out where Corey is.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I think Eric knows if Corey catches him off guard, he wins, and Corey's just going to continue to sort of sneak through, and he might get the flank.
He's going to go for the plant. I don't think Corey hears it.
No.
He's too far.
And look, he's going to have to rotate the real long way back. Yeah,
Okay, now Corey's going to start panicking because he's got the plant down, but if he just stays playing slow... Eric, oh no,
they know.
they know exactly where each other are.
And Corey's going to stall out, but he doesn't have time to stall. You know, clock's sticking down. He's not just a... Oh, stun grenade. Oh, Corey takes damage. Oh, and some more. Eric's brought the pistol out. Oh, and he gets it.
They both pulled the pistol.
They both pulled a pistol, and that's match point for Eric. Did I see someone call a timeout? Did I see a timeout in the corner of my screen? Am I just going delusional?
I'm not sure.
Nope. Hey, I can't even call time. I don't know what I saw in the corner. I'm going delusional. Ignore me. This is what happens.
Corey still isn't going back onto the Deimos play. He's going to go for an Amaru rush. I think Corey's just given up at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it happened in the last game. We saw the only two rounds of defense he had. He jumped out on both of them and died.
Yeah.
In incredibly stupid ways. You know, the first time I thought he was trying to capitalise on something, but the second time you can tell he's just thrown his life away. He wasn't really trying to get anything off that. Like, if it worked, hello, but he didn't really want to. Hello, Oliver.
What up?
What up? We are on the streamcast and say hello, internet.
Hello, internet. I promise not to say anything mean.
Good. I'm glad.
I'd like someone else in this call.
Hey, we don't need to talk about
10
that.
seconds left.
Eric heard the drone, but he doesn't know where it is. He knows he sees him, though.
5 seconds remaining.
Right, Corey runs in Amaru's. What do you reckon? Wins it, loses it. Oh, he's got the shotgun. Hell yeah.
Oh, he's got the shotgun too.
Amaru with
Gun.
shotgun.
He's
This
not
will
even
be
got
funny.
the SMG. Why are we going in through the front door?
Why is he? Oh, he's.
It's bait. It's bait. He's going in. He's full sending it. He's in the
Wait,
side.
he's gonna stop him though. Oh!
Loses it. Eric is a second place. Corey goes down into third, and that has done it, ladies and gentlemen. Deal is sealed for the night. Sam wins. Congratulations, Sam. We knew this already,
Thank you
but
very much. Yeah.
But the fact that Eric managed to clutch it out, that
Yeah.
was pretty sick.
Eric is in second place. Corey is in third. Oliver, unfortunately, here at the bottom of the pile this time.
Yeah,
round.
that's fair.
But good effort from all. Really good games.
Yeah.
I'm going to toss it
Travis.
to a very quick break, and then we will be back for the post game. Be back shortly. There we go. Forcing come out to rotate, and Corey gets it. Best play I've seen from him in a good fucking while. It's fucking disgusting. He's got to try and make something happen here. Gets the first with the shotgun and goes down. Oliver hops in and walks right into the shotgun. Sam's going to be peeking round and Sam's going to get it.
Exist. God, if you exist.
Oh my god, I'm going to see it last. Oh, Eric's taking chip damage. Eric's going to go for the swing. Sam's going to take the gunfight, leaving just poor old Oliver in a 1v2. Not going to be able to do it.
Oh, he's not got the kill.
I'm going to get the kill. There you go. That's what you want to see.
In front of the class, he says if you're not a believer, views that's on you. Better shape up and pay your dues. Of my views that's on you. I'll be on a flight soon to the end. I sing you. Gotta know all this propaganda. How do you do? Better get it with my own medicine for you. Never gonna make them think I'll stand there. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know I lose. Don't mind if I do. For piece of amber. Give me a breath like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be in a fleece until the end of singing. Ooh. Drowning out all this propaganda. How do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand back, John, I let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand back, John, I let loose.
Welcome back, everyone. The Showdown series has concluded and we have decided our winner. Just going to get rid of that off the screen for you. There we go. Right, we have a nice clear Showdown series. So, congratulations to Sam winning it again. Our second back-to-back Showdown series winner. Congratulations again to Eric, second place. Very well performance. And we almost had, obviously Connor was not playing this time round, but we had an almost identical falling of the tables compared to the last time we played. I want to quickly talk about every player's performance. Sam, I mean, there's not much to talk about here. We expected dominance and we got dominance. He won every single game, 6 points ahead of everyone else. Really dominant play, MVP in all bar one of the games where it was just 1 kill off being MVP. So absolutely dominant performance from Sam. Eric continued to do really well, some good adaptations in there. Won the tiebreaker 1v1, really, really good stuff. Corey, again, playing phenomenal as a team. That, you know, that one where he played with Sam, we saw some impeccable teamwork, and if he could apply that to with the others, playing with the others, he's going to go on to be a really strong contender in future iterations of the tournament. Oliver, continuing to improve, just constant evolution, improvement. It's always a joy to see, and when he's off meta plays do work, especially on Nighthaven, where he put up some really good numbers on Nighthaven. Bloody good job. So, all in all, great afternoon. I know it's been a bit of an extended, wobbly format in the end, but we've got there in the end. It had some really, really good times, I hope. So, as you may have heard some inklings of, I'm cooking up some ideas for Showdown Series 3. A bit more on that in the coming weeks, but we've got a bigger tournament, some nice big stakes, and very possibly the land debut of the Showdown Series. So keep your eyes peeled. Now, as we most likely won't be doing this again beforehand, tune into the Manchester Major running from the 16th to the 26th of May for some phenomenal Siege and one of the most open majors in a while. If the regional leagues are anything to go by, it is truly anyone's game. Anyone could win this. A Fury are going to continue their dynasty. A FaZe is going to do what they couldn't do in Sao Paulo. Or is the super team of BDS going to make a statement of their own on their international debut? Or will Into the Breach put all their opponents straight into the bin? It's all up for grabs, and I implore you to watch some of the matches live as they happen. Twitch.tv/Rainbow6. Now, if you ask me what I think, well, on this totally unbiased desk, where there is absolutely zero bias whatsoever and no favourites at all. I promise you there are zero favourites on this desk at all. Really nice jersey here, by the way. Let's just have a look at this. Like, look at this jersey. You can't tell me this isn't a wonderful jersey. This is a beautiful jersey. Now, very unbiased, of course, but I think this lovely little team called Bliss have a pretty good chance of winning. But that's just me. So, before we end, I want to thank you all again for watching, participating, making this silly little tournament possible. It's a blast to cast, analyse, produce, as always has been. Fun watching the games. Hope you all have had just as much fun playing in them, sitting and watching, and cheering on your favourite players. And hopefully, we'll be seeing you in a few weeks for Showdown Series 3. Take care, have a wonderful evening, and catch you in the next one. Ciao. Come out to rotate, and Corey gets it. Best play I've seen from him in a good fucking while. It's fucking disgusting. He's got to try and make something happen. Gets the first with the shotgun and goes down. Oliver hops in and walks right into the shotgun. Sam's going to be peeking round and Sam's going to get it. Exist. God, if you exist. Oh my god, I'm going to see it last. Oh, Eric's taking chip damage. Eric's going to go for the swing. Sam's going to take the gunfight, leaving just poor old Oliver in a 1v2. Not going to be able to do it.
Oh, he's not got the kill.
I'm going to get the kill. There you go. That's what you want to see.
Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face my fault. I didn't notice it was out of place. You painting fairy tales on the wall. Calling to the better of the halves of me. Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I'd hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting harder now to recall. I know well what let out both dry. You could have anything you wanted it all for your fool's gold. And I know well why deaf and half blind. You could get anything you wanted. Yeah, I would have handed it all over, falling for you. Only the fall for you. Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face my fault. But when I noticed it was far too late, you left a fingerprint on